The following program makes use of copywritten material as part of a psychological examination of music. All music copyrights remain property of their respected creators.
You guys already know what I'm going to say. You guys already know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you anyways. Today's show is brought to you by the only place in the whole world to get a good drink. 12th Street Bar. Yes, 12th Street Bar is exactly where I am talking about. Now, I always say that you can get yourself a good Jameson or you can get yourself a good tasty beer. But you know what I've never told you about, guys? About their shots. Oh my gosh, they have shots for days there. They got the Vegas bomb. They have the classic and ever so delicious Jaeger bombs there. They got the liquid marijuanas there. And if you feel like erasing your mind, they got the Mind Eraser. Or if you're feeling a little frisky, they got the Buttery Nipple. It all tastes just so good. What else has 12th Street got? That's great. They got an amazing stage. Last show that they had there recently, I believe it was Wishbone Hayes, the greatest dad band in the world. Also joined by the John Tullen Trio. My best friend Johnny actually went there, and he actually wrote a really cute note to them on their Facebook page how much he loved the John Tullen Trio. It actually really was cute. I want to say that. What else is great about that place? They have this brand new side room. That's actually really cool. If you're in this bar for quite a while and then it's getting too loud, or you need to step away from all that greatness, there's this little side room where there's tables and a totally different atmosphere. They got some table tennis in there. You can actually just have a good time, just talk with your buds. Pop open a cold one and with the good old boys, as they say. What else is great about? Everything's great about this place. Particularly, it is now a smoke-free zone. No smoking them cigarettes in this bar anymore. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not a smoker. Never been a smoker. Never want to be a smoker. Nothing against it. This is not for me. So knowing that 12th Street Bar is now smoke-free, it's going to make me even more happier when I'm already having such a great time. Guys, get yourself over to 12th Street Bar right now.
Hey guys, I just want you guys to know that I personally don't advertise a service or a product that I don't 100% believe in, and I do 100% support what Alpha Vapes is doing for our community. These guys work diligently at getting people off of the sticks. I mean, every time I see a tobacco head, I mutter to myself, what went wrong? Where would they be if they would have just stuck to the rivers and the lakes that they're used to? Look, if you or someone that you love is at that bottom rock and are curious about rehabilitation from this chaotic life of poor decision after poor decision, or maybe you're unaware of the addiction and the downward spiral, look, man, I've seen you pick up them dirty ass butts off the ground. Go to Alpha Vapes today, right now. These guys will fix you up without even having to lose a fix. It's a win-win for your lungs and your pocketbook, and you don't even have to smell like shit anymore. Alpha Vapes is right here in Huntsville between the old Radio Shack and Wingstop, right in front of the Hobby Lobby. They have over 300 in-house flavors and plenty of premium e-liquid choices. Dude, you can have your very own choice of flavors and you're fucking around with some Marlboro or Camel. That is disgusting. Man, all I need you to do is just walk right through the doors, and they can easily help you get started from there. They can help supply you with a pretty cool vape and the e-liquid to go with it. Make sure to tell them that we sent you. Alpha Vapes, leaving the pack behind.
Fuck these bears!
Hey kids, welcome to today's show. In today's brand new Real Talk episode, we are once again joined, #blessed, to be joined by our good friend Miranda.
#bothered.
I'm saying #blessed from now on because I actually fully enjoy her company. I have turned a new leaf. I enjoy her company. So yeah, no, it was actually like the greatest fucking Real Talk episode I think we've done. And it all just sort of spawned off of a conversation that me and you had off air, and then it turned into a whole 3 hours of just nonsense. But as I say a million times, these are my favorite episodes. I love where they go. I love
this one was particularly funny.
Yeah.
A real comedy that just naturally occurred.
Yeah, and I think that's, I don't feel like I'm trying. I don't know if you're trying or if Miranda's trying, but I feel like just the natural places that it goes, and like you don't know what someone's gonna say or what someone's gonna bring up.
I think we both know I'm always trying.
Yeah, you are always trying. I'm never trying. I go off of everything that just comes to my mind, and we went to some weird places, some places that I don't even know I would ever talk about on air.
The shit you brought up specifically.
Yeah, but we had a few drinks in us, and it was a good time. I was really happy. I mean, if
alcoholic ocean waters.
If I had to rate my favorite episodes, and this is big talk. This is real talk right here. If I had to rate my favorite episodes of the entire 60, 50s, how many episodes are we at now?
I think we're at beyond 60, but
whatever number episode 60. This is, who fucking knows? Somebody tell us. Whatever episode we're on, I'm probably gonna go ahead and go with it and say that this is probably my favorite episode of all time.
Hey man, that's special.
As of yet, who knows what we'll do next time? But as of yet, this is my favorite episode. So,
all right.
Check it out. Johnny, take us there.
All right. Hit it. Check it out. Welcome to the Conversationalists.
Riggedy wrecked. Riggedy wrecked, son.
Check. Yeah, please don't mess with that light switch. It's doing something really bad to the computer.
Just trying to do
I heard it.
Okay. There you go. You got it.
Check.
Do that waka thing again.
Can we just start the podcast like that?
Yeah, I guess we just did.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Before I go talking about this woman's tits that I wanted to talk about, apparently I'm like the grits master, according to one of our friends.
That's good that you're really good at making things that taste like shit.
I've never made them before, but apparently I'm the master of them.
How are you the master of them?
Okay, so in the past 25 to 30 minutes, something has been developing on the Facebook where our amazing friend Christina, who is on the podcast,
Roy,
I talk about her all the time. She posted something about the correct way to make grits, and all it takes is like what, butter and sugar.
Yeah, I don't know if that's correct or not.
I don't know either, but it was something where she's like saying like there's only like people going all crazy about making grits where it's just two simple ingredients and that's all it takes. And then Miranda over here was saying something about how she's never had grits, correct?
Right.
Okay, and then Christina was all like flipping out like she always does about every little fucking thing.
What?
Yeah, and then she's all like, okay, well, we're gonna change this up, and then she tags me. Just at a random, and if you can see my face, I'm like, okay, what? And then she's talking about how she's not going to be in Huntsville anytime soon, but I'll be able to show you a thing or two about a thing or two, is her exact quote. And I chimed in and was like, when the fuck did I become the guy who...
The grits guy.
The grits guy. I've never even fucking made grits. But she's all being her is like, dude, we love food, okay? This is you're just that guy. You love food. You can make it. It's like, I guess.
But I mean, like, just because you like food, or because you love food doesn't mean that you like putting your mouth over a turd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense.
I guess I think because I love food and I love making food, I'm just down to make whatever for anybody nowadays.
Grits are gross. I think the same stuff that was put on them grits would have been great with oatmeal.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like I don't fuck with grits. I fuck with some oatmeal though.
Yeah.
I love
Oatmeal.
some oatmeal.
Yeah.
Oatmeal is like the white grits.
I guess
It's
so.
like grits for
Is
white
grits
people.
grits mostly like a soul food type of thing?
Yes.
Is it a colored people type of thing?
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I had to.
Note that I did not say that.
Sorry, that was all me.
All right, booty pie.
Before we go into it, we'll do a clinky for old
clinky?
time's sake. Hey.
Clank.
All right.
We are drinking, of course, John's version of the alcoholic version of ocean water, which you
Yeah.
get from the Sonic restaurant.
Well, first of all, it's the greatest drink of all time, the ocean water.
Yeah.
I would concur with that.
The only problem is, and I know I'm going to receive hate for this, but Sonic Ice is a problem.
You don't like the Easy Ice?
No,
the
I
Sonic
do
Ice?
not.
You
No,
know, like the tiny little.
no, and I'll
ice
tell you why.
balls?
It melts in seconds. They're
a-
smaller.
I think
they
what-
melt quicker.
I
That's
think
true.
they're thinking that, once they finish their drink and they have the ice left in the cup, they
To
can
chew
chew
on.
on it. Because people
A
like
lot
to
of-
chew on ice.
A lot of people just go there to get
Yeah.
ice to chew on.
I get easy ice.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't do that.
A light ice everywhere I go because I like more of a drink. I drink a lot. And I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm saying I like as far as liquids, I like to,
You like a cold drink.
I like a cold drink, but I still get the light ice because more ice doesn't make it any colder. Not really. It just makes all your fucking liquid over time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mixed into with water, and water's gross.
I remember as a kid discovering that
scientific.
if you had if you just completely took out ice from the equation whenever you're drinking a soda pop, you had more soda pop. You know what I mean? It's like because if you put the ice in there, it's gonna get diluted with water.
And it's
Yeah.
taking up room.
Exactly.
That soda could take up
Yeah.
Yeah.
science.
Anyways, let's talk about this chick earlier. A girl who we know. I'm not gonna say her name because now I'm getting kind of embarrassed. Anyways, she's the type of girl who's like down to hang out, right? In public settings.
DTH.
Down to hang, of course.
My favorite.
We went to a Deftones concert together, which was really fun. She had a great time. I had an amazing time. In various other occasions where we would go to, I think, Humphreys. I think maybe you went there a few times, or Lizards back in the day. Get a beer, shoot some pool.
Right.
But then she would just flip the switch, and then she would go into crazy artistic weirdo mode.
Best mode.
Smearing blood all over her and taking naked pictures out in the woods and doing all this weird shit. And I was saying, like, that's a pretty great combination, you know what I mean? Like, down to hang and then down to get weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can create, like, the perfect human being,
Yeah.
I think,
Damn.
make them fun, because you want to, you get a beer, catch a Rangers game together, do something in public setting, but then just do some naked stuff in the woods.
And make
Hey
'em
man, you
hot.
know what? That's what drugs are for.
Exactly.
Make 'em
And,
hot.
But anyways, speaking of nudity, and we were talking about something before the show, and you had said that if we brought it up again, it probably wouldn't be as funny. But
So why
since
you
we have a
doing it?
third person with us,
Right,
we can
right.
make it awkward and weird.
I've already don't remember what we were talking about.
Okay, I think we were talking about. Oh no, we were talking about the type of porn where, okay, there's this thing, I think in like Europe, right, and you have to pay. You pay to go to it.
Right.
And it's basically like the lower halves of women are sticking out of the wall.
Yeah.
Right, and
You
you-
pay
I've
to go
seen
into
it.
the room.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about.
And when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like you pay, and there's different parts of the room. There's lower half of the women. There's the mouth.
Right.
If you want to eat a bitch out, like she's a little bit higher, like
Yeah. She's like sitting up higher, that way you don't have to like crouch or anything.
at like face, height, that way you're not having to go on your tippy toes or crouch down. Just like you walk, right into it.
right into the muff.
Right, I always wanted to tell this to somebody, but Do you guys remember Star Wars Episode 1 by any chance?
How are we going into Star Wars Episode 1?
Just go with me. Did you guys see it by any chance? Do you remember it?
Oh, we're talking about the fourth Maid movie?
Yes. With the one with Jar Jar.
I remember parts of it.
Okay, so Jar Jar's people, the Gungans, there's like this huge, like, the leader, the king guy.
Right.
And he had like this weird twitch where he would be like... I swear, just put my face in some girl's ass.
And do the Hey, baby, I give you the Gargan.
It's a new thing. Hashtag it.
treatment.
Hashtag it quick.
Gargan treatment.
Anyways,
Gargan treatment.
we were talking about that thing, that place that you would go to. You pay the fee. You go in and you could do your thing. And plenty of gentlemen walk into this thing.
Oh yeah.
I call them
Right.
gentlemen because obviously they have to be, sophisticated people to walk into this type of establishment.
They have to go in there with a cigar and a monocle.
Exactly.
They're not.
They go in, they find a gal, they do the thing, and then they'll switch off to somebody. There's sort of like an unwritten, unspeakable code of like, okay, you get a few pumps, then the guy behind you has to go next. You can't take, the whole...
By the way, it also shows that, like, there's a camera inside where, like, the girls' upper halves are, so you can see them.
Right,
so
right.
Yeah.
You know that they're into it.
Yeah.
You see
Right.
that they're into it. It's
Well,
not
we were-
like some
We were
creepy
talking about
shit.
that, too.
Yeah, we were
I just
talking...
want to let the audience know that
Yeah.
I've seen this
I mean, it's
plenty
not
of
like they're
times.
objectifying women or anything.
No, not at all.
It's pornography. That's what
Yeah.
you do.
They're not like sex urinals
No,
or anything.
I'm just saying it doesn't. It's not as rapey as it sounds.
Does sound
They're
kinda
getting paid.
I
for
sounds
it.
I
kinda
think there's a
rapey.
picture of the girl's face right next to her.
There is.
So like
There sure is.
For you get an idea that way, because you have to trust these people on I value what they're giving you. You know what I mean?
I think this is making John feel more awkward because I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
totally cool though. It's totally cool. Fuck it. But anyways, there's this weird thing that I saw where the guy was doing his thing, but wasn't wearing a condom, right? And then just unloaded in the chick.
Cream pie.
Right. Exactly. And then
I'm
the dude,
grimacing. You can't see this, but I'm grimacing.
without missing a beat, the guy behind him went right in for it next. Like no, like he didn't do like a jeez, like anything like that.
He was cool with it.
He was just like, okay, it's my turn.
They
then
talked about it beforehand. They're like,
Lubricated.
all right,
Yeah.
I really want to like put my penis inside of your cum.
Yeah.
This conversation couldn't get weirder.
It's good.
How do we do that?
Anyways.
There's this one place we can go.
Yeah.
That was the original goal.
But I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about like what's the certain type of place like that I would feel, because I don't know if I'd feel weird about going to that. I feel like I'd be okay witnessing, like being a patron to like buy my ticket and sit down on a lawn chair and
Well, you
watch.
obviously already have.
Well, I'm saying like in person, not on the interweb, in
Not
person.
on Tumblr.
Yeah. So I'll be okay with doing that, but I don't know if I'd be okay with like going to the chick that broke the Guinness World Record for like the gangbang. Like, and I figured it out. Her name is Lisa Sparks
Oh shit.
with 3 X's at the end.
Of course.
And she had 919 people penetrate her.
Right.
There's a Chuck Palahniuk book about that.
That's fucking which
Called
one?
Snuff.
Okay, I think I've
Well, I think Lisa
I'm
might
familiar
be
with Chuck Palahniuk.
Lisa might be the one that was like, they offered her money for the movie or whatever to do it, and then she was like, "Oh no, I'm doing this for me." Like she took pride in it, and then like a month later she sues
You mean
because
I can get paid for
she
this?
got HIV.
yeah.
I would hope they would screen literally everybody. But
Yeah.
I don't
that's
think
a lot of money.
that shit works. as
Well, I would also think, cause she was going for the Guinness World Record, I would think that Guinness would be like a legit thing to be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna like make sure everything is legit.
I'm sure that Guinness was behind all of this.
This is what Guinness
Maybe
does
the beer.
at
Probably.
their parties. This is what they do at their parties.
Probably.
Their secret Bohemian Grove party.
Yeah.
Guinness is totally there.
But I'd be okay with going to the first place. I don't know so much I'd be okay with going to that place, because it's like you get a bunch of slubs that go in there. They get like 5 pumps in, then they
You want handsome, classy gentlemen with good genes to be in there putting
not
their
like
pumps in there.
the loser who's in the corner going at
because
you know.
then you're the loser. in the
Exactly,
corner.
exactly.
Gotcha.
So what I'm curious about, I'm not of that, maybe out of the two or whatever, but like, what's like the absolute like no, like I will never go there, like I'll be okay with like a furry party. I'd be down for that because there's costumes, outfits,
Yeah.
we get to dress up. And I get to bust out my bear onesie.
Did you know that they're actually like some of the most disrespectful people ever?
Furries?
Yes. And I'm basing this off of the fact that at the Furry Con or whatever, the convention, that they trashed the fucking hotels. They left dirty diapers and all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. Oh, they're fucking
So you're telling me
disgusting.
that they're just masquerading as decent people?
They're masquerading as animals, John. as wild colored animals.
I wonder if like mascots for sports teams go to those things.
I wonder
like the Ohio State Buckeye guy goes to a furry party.
Oh my god! I wonder if the mascots just like they're ashamed and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want anyone thinking I'm a furry.
Right.
Would the hotels book them both at the same time?
You don't know which is which.
Right.
It's like
The Fiesta Bowl and the furry party at the same damn time.
Furry Con Fiesta Bowl. Let's do this shit.
Right.
No one else is gonna have them. Let's just open up a hotel for this.
So would you say that the furry party would probably be what you'd be like? No, I'm not going to that because they're decent people.
I would stay away from probably the scat parties.
Scat parties, man.
I think that's my limit right there.
The poo poo. I
pee or poo, like golden showers. And no.
R.
I'm
Kelly
alright.
got into that shit. He's never gonna be not known for
R.
that.
Kelly's a cult leader.
If I had that kind of money, I don't think I'd give a shit.
That's true.
I don't want to be shat on or pissed on.
Right, but she was also underage, so to speak.
Oh, yeah,
right?
then-
So
so to
that makes it
No,
different.
she was definitely
Was she?
underage.
'Cause I don't know.
Per se.
Per se.
She was underage. She was 13 per se. Whoops.
Anyways, okay,
Per se, her social security,
Her
her birth
driver's license.
certificate.
She doesn't have a driver's license. She probably does now. She's probably 23 now.
man, she's in her 30s now. That shit was forever ago.
It's like 10
But
years.
still, whenever R. Kelly came out with that "Trapped in the Closet" song, I feel like he kind of redeemed himself in a way.
Pedophilia redeemed by shitty
But-
song.
That was
Hilarious-
not a shitty song. You take
hilarious
that back.
Video after video after video.
Like
It's,
I
it's
got
so funny.
I was like invested in it. I needed to
No,
know
me
how.
too.
And then when it got to like part 20,
Uh-huh.
I was like, was it even worth it?
I went all the way until there wasn't any more.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck? Come on, R. Kelly. Like,
Yeah.
come on, deliver,
He
bitch.
probably could come out with like another story or like another one of those things.
Or
that
just continue Trapped in the Closet, which
Probably.
everybody's been waiting on, and then everybody would be like, okay,
The
you
long-awaited
you
sequel.
you can have a cult, that's cool. You know?
Right. Well, I just remember whenever it first came out, it was like the huge event, like on VH1, like witness the premiere of R. Kelly's rock opera,
Yeah.
drama thing that he came out with, and then you watch the first episode.
It's a hip opera.
Hip opera, yes. And you see, I'm still trapped in the closet. Like he was, all of his words were like flowing so well together that it was so entertaining. It was so addicting to where it was like, yeah, it's R. Kelly. He pissed on some chick, but yeah, this is so fun. This is entertaining.
It's so funny. It's so stupidly funny.
But
and he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny unintentionally because he took the whole thing serious. He was like, I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to unleash my vision.
No.
Miranda thinks it's intentionally.
No, it's intentionally.
Really?
Yeah. Have you watched it? I mean, like that
I haven't
redneck
seen
girl.
it in like
that
10 years now.
The white girl in there that's like super redneck. Like.
Oh, the fat chick that the cops with? Mm-hmm. It sounds like we're talking about Bold and
Okay.
Beautiful or some shit.
Especially when especially when you get to that part, it's not to be taken super serious, but to be just enjoyed.
I don't know. I think he was trying to portray a certain type of character.
You guys are selling me on this.
It was
I haven't seen it.
The
So.
accent was so thick, though.
Yeah, he was trying to portray a country fat white girl.
It was too thick.
No. It was
To be serious.
To be serious, it was like this really like
Serial guys.
there was this really stern like cop that pulled over R. Kelly's character.
Right.
And I guess R. Kelly like followed him home. No, wait, no, like they tell the story from the cop's perspective for a moment, I think. And like he goes home and he has this wife who's like
This big white country
Betty.
girl.
Big Betty, like white, blonde hair, at least 200 plus pounds. and maybe even 3 if you're, and she had this thick, like,
250 maybe.
country girl accent, like this
Really thick.
Yeah.
And it was R. Kelly doing the voices for literally everybody.
Yeah. So you hear
So
R.
he's-
Kelly doing a fat white hick country girl accent.
Which
And-
we know all about because we live in Huntsville, Texas.
Exactly. So
We know the real sound
yeah.
of this.
So if you heard it, you would think, oh yeah, that sounds pretty close to Huntsville. I think it sounds pretty close. Yeah.
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, it's very exaggerated, but I think that's what he was going for. He was trying to create the character of Big Betty, or whatever her
course.
name was.
I mean, it is a...
I at least want to see this part for
It
sure.
is a hip-opera.
Yeah.
So everything's got to be bigger.
If you watch the first part, you're gonna want to watch the second part.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want to watch the third. It's
Yeah.
like,
cliffhangers galore.
yeah, no, that's the best part.
What?
That's all it is.
It's the best fucking part. Like whenever like someone comes in at the last second and then they're just staring at each other and like, what?
Now he's looking at me.
And then it fades out, and then they go to be continued in part 4, and then you go to part 4, and
This is
then it carries on
ridiculous.
from like the last moment.
Yeah, it's great.
And then I pulled out my gun. Like it just goes out so crazy.
South Park did a great job.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah. I saw that
Whenever,
before I ever saw the actual
Tom Cruise is in the closet with R. Kelly, and now we're
Tom
both
Cruise.
stuck in the closet.
Tom Cruise come out of the closet. John Travolta come out of the closet.
Yeah. It's all really addicting. In my opinion, it's great storytelling. It's great music. That's
good
why I
fun.
think
It's good fun.
It's fun. Yeah, that's why I think R. Kelly redeemed himself in some sort of way, because you no longer think of him as you think of him as the guy who came out with "I Believe I Can Fly" on the greatest soundtrack of all time, Space Jam,
Those were some good Space Jams.
as well as the guy who pissed on the 13-year-old girl.
Wait a second. Just for a second. Did they call the soundtrack to Space Jam Space Jams? Because they could have.
They
totally
they
could.
probably missed a wonderful
They
opportunity.
sure fucking did. I would have bought it.
They're beating themselves, and that why didn't we put a Z at the end of it?
Kicking themselves in the head now. No Space Jam ain't shit.
Yeah.
It's been so many years. They're gonna make a second one?
I think they're gonna make
I
a second
heard-
one.
I think I heard they
There's been
were.
rumors that they're gonna make a second one with LeBron James, which he was okay. He was kind of funny in that train wreck movie that we watched.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember it, because
Yeah,
it was
he
a while
was.
ago with Amy Schumer.
He did a good job.
But yeah, he was like probably the funniest. He was way funnier than Amy was in that, and she's the fucking
Not surprising.
yeah.
I actually like that movie. I don't like Amy, but I like the movie.
The part that actually made me smile sincerely in that movie was the ending whenever she's doing the cheer for the guy and,
Yeah.
and she's playing the Bob Seger, and like he just gives the smile that you truly believe, like, oh my god, I can't believe you just did this for me.
Yeah,
Like
it
because
was-
of the story, like all the Bob Seger references in the beginning.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a cute part. And then she's like, I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking me.
Right.
No, the part where I truly, like, genuinely smiled was when he was like, have you been just smoking pot and watching Netflix all day? And then she says, I had a bowl of cereal.
Right.
That was me at
Right.
that time.
I can't believe also John Cena, the pro wrestler, he makes a cameo in the beginning. And I remember, I saw him, I was like, oh, cool, John Cena, the pro wrestler, he's in this movie. I didn't know he was getting back into acting, because he made movies before, but he's a terrible actor. And it's like, oh, cool, he's making movies again. And then next thing you know, his dick is just hanging out,
Yeah.
holding onto a towel with his dick. It's like, come on, John Cena, I didn't need to see this side of you, man. You need to be...
I didn't need to see this dick of yours.
You need to be, body slamming The Undertaker and,
With-
doing
Well,
all
when,
this stuff.
when you talk
That's-
about dicks and then body slamming, like,
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
no
not-
coming back from
that's true.
dicks. Like,
That's straight up male theater, like a motherfucker.
Wrestling?
Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
like,
But you know what? Nowadays it truly is that. But back in the day, when you're like a little kid,
it was even
and-
more theater.
No, it wasn't. Dude.
Yes,
no,
it was.
you and I loved that shit when we were
Dude,
kids.
When
Yeah.
you're a little kid and you watch Hulk Hogan body slam Andre the Giant for the first time ever.
That actually might be before my time.
No, that's during
That's
my time.
WCW.
No, it wasn't.
You're
That
like a
was
couple years
WrestleMania.
older.
Like,
Hulk Hogan
Hulk Hogan was back
was
when he was.
WCW, wasn't
He became Hollywood Hulk Hogan in WCW whenever he turned into the bad guy. But before then, he was Hulk Hogan in WWF, where he was the yellow and the red.
Right,
And
right,
Let me
right.
tell you, brother.
And Jon
what are you gonna
Snow.
do? What are you gonna do when the Hulkamania and all the Hulkamaniacs run wild on you? All that shit. That was WWF. But anyways, when you're a little kid and you see the strong as fuck dude. You lift up this giant and just slam him down and then give him this huge leg drop for America. It's
America,
like,
John.
fuck
You
yes.
think as a child, this big fucking man with really tight
Yellow
tights.
underwear.
Yeah. And you're like, this is what a man looks like.
Oh yeah.
It's goals, man.
I was
Hashtag
in love.
goals.
I was in love with The Rock. I was all about that Dwayne. The
Man,
Rock
I'd like to
Johnson.
see him make political office for
They
sure.
said, I think he's gonna run seriously in 2020.
Yeah, I'll vote for him.
I don't think I could not vote for him.
I need to know his. I do need to know the issues, but I will vote for him regardless.
I'm saying, I think that no matter what the issues are, I'm probably just gonna like
That's what. Yeah.
vote for The Rock.
I've never voted.
could you not?
I've never voted,
Really?
but I feel like I would for The Rock. I would break my cherry.
In the same breath, I
The
say
Rock.
no matter what Kid Rock
what I always wanted
represents,
to do.
I will not vote for him.
Well, I mean, we're in this weird ass time where it's like, well, Donald Trump did it, so everybody can do it now.
Sure.
You heard that Kid
It's
Rock's
a-
Kid Rock's gonna run for like Senate or some shit. Now Dwayne the Rock Johnson wants to run for president. And
It's
next
a
you know,
popularity contest.
then fucking Kanye West was like made this huge appearance. I don't know if you guys saw this on the MTV Awards, which is now the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
Yes.
He like the whole stage went to black, and then the one light came on, and then Kanye walked out, and everyone's Kanye, go
Was
flip.
it the MTV or was it the VMAs?
One of those VMAs? Yeah, it was the VMA Awards.
Is that where Katy Perry hosted
I don't remember.
this year?
No, I think it might have been a year or two. Anyways, it doesn't matter
okay,
when.
okay.
He comes out stage because this was back when Kanye was going fucking crazy.
Right.
Whenever he was like losing his shit on stage, and people were just like so fed up with Kanye. He was like, listen, man, you guys have been hearing a lot of shit about me and blah, blah, and blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of it, it's like, listen, in 2020, I'm running for president. And then everybody was like, yeah, do it, Kanye. And we was like, oh, shit, Kanye's really going to do it.
I don't know about that. He makes a lot of claims. I don't know if he goes through with all of them, but he makes a lot of claims. I'm aware of that.
I don't know, but if
I don't think I
it
would
came
vote
down
for
to Kanye
And The Rock?
Kanye, Donald Trump, and The Rock,
Oh my god.
The Rock.
just slip like 30 pills my way and just like let me end it right there.
If it's The Rock against really anybody, I think I'm gonna vote The Rock.
If Kid Rock is voting against anybody, I'm voting for anybody.
Even the dumb bitch that's like the
Hillary?
No,
Yeah, Hillary. I'll vote for Hillary over
no,
Kid Rock
who's the,
for
who's
sure.
the
Dad is so proud of us right now.
there's the education bitch.
Betsy DeVos?
yeah, her.
Fuck her.
Yeah, so if it came between Kid Rock and Betsy DeVos,
Kid Rock. Honestly, yeah.
do you know who I'm talking about?
Is she? I don't know who this person is, but is she kind of like the lady in pink on Harry Potter?
Actually, she doesn't seem super evil. She just seems really fucking dumb.
She's like the Secretary of Education or something like that.
Yeah.
She's in charge of where all the money goes for her education. And
Sounds like an idiot.
and
Yeah, you have to do your own research.
yeah,
Can't help you
the
there.
reason why everybody hates her is like she has like zero experience whatsoever because she comes from a life of privilege, and like all of her kids have gone to like charter schools and border schools and like all like
Oh,
those
they have
fancy-
this whole. They're talking about this whole voucher
yeah,
program.
and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
asking her like, do you have any experience with like education loans and stuff like that? And she's like, well, no, I don't. And it's like, do you know how, like all these questions about like what normal people go through with like bettering their education and stuff when it comes to money and stuff like that.
She doesn't know enough to be in the position that she's in. It's
Yeah.
not that she's the devil or anything. It's just I don't think she's qualified.
And she has the same old politician smile, where it's like, like everybody's just like screaming at her like you're a fucking cunt. You don't know anything. Fuck you. And she's just sitting there like, well, that's kind of your opinion, but I think I'm qualified to do the job. And it's like,
Hey man, that's just your opinion, man.
yeah. She turns into the dude all of a sudden. That's just kind of like your opinion, man. Like,
I think I'm the dude at this point.
I saw a picture of like a reunion of Jeff
Oh my
Bridges and John Goodman, and to make things all like no, it was John Goodman was being put into like the whole like China Walk of Fame where you put your hands and your feet
Oh,
down.
yeah, yeah.
And Jeff Bridges was giving the speech about how great John Goodman is he's good of a dude, and he was like, well, wait a second, before I continue on, I gotta do something real quick, and he puts on his jacket from The Big Lebowski, and then he starts talking. John's a really good dude, man. Like he starts talking like he's the dude. And it's like, you go, Jeff Bridges.
That's awesome. I wear my house robe enough to be considered a dudette.
Are you well, okay, if you have robe, do you have like the foofy shoes and like
I
the
actually don't have any. My feet get really hot like real quick and it's uncomfortable.
I always wanted to be like like I think Hugh Hefner is like the man whenever it comes to like how you dress. Like he wears the smoking jacket, lounge wear all the damn time.
It's luxury lounge.
He wears pajamas like 24/7 pretty much, like silk pajamas.
If I dress like that,
he worked for that.
Yeah.
if I dress like that, I'd feel like I'd have to be drinking brandy 100% of the time.
Or a White Russian. Fuck it.
Well, I think
Brandy,
if you dress like the dude, you need to drink a White Russian. But if you dress like Hugh Hefner, then obviously you need a good brandy or a scotch.
A scotch. You have to have a scotch.
I love scotch. Scotch.
You need a gentleman's drink, like a Maker's Mark
Or Gentleman Jack.
What's a ladies' drink?
A ladies'
We're drinking ladies' drinks right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I finished my ladies' drink.
We might need to take an intermission to get some refills, but
Yeah.
I think other than this stuff, I mean, a ladies' drink, I mean, without getting too, like, I don't know, sexist, but I mean, you have martini drinks, or you have your appletinis.
I know more men that drink martinis.
Okay, I didn't mean martinis. I meant like
I just don't like them.
Like the flavored type of drinks, I guess. The fruity, like the
like cherry
sours.
Yeah, was it cherry vodka sour? That's like Stephanie's go-to.
Man, I had a tequila sunset last night, and it was fucking delicious.
Is it a sunrise or a sunset?
It's a sunset.
What's
I think it was just called a sunset, but it had tequila in it.
Oh, okay.
But I know that it had grenadine, and that's about all I know.
And that's girly enough.
Yeah, if it's got grenadine, it's girly.
Pretty girly.
Are you big into tequila?
I prefer tequila.
Yeah.
But most of the drinks I get are usually just whiskey.
Yeah.
But tequila is a fun drink.
It is, because everybody acts a little bit differently when it comes to tequila.
Yeah.
Some people are really violent whenever they drink
Really?
tequila. Yeah, I know a guy who's really violent whenever he drinks tequila. I know a girl who's really friendly when she has tequila.
Friendly is probably the most, like, with tequila, it's kind of known for the friendly part.
I know a guy that has thrown some people against the wall as well.
He's probably got some problems.
Yeah.
Like some serious deep-rooted problems, though.
Yeah.
We're all, like, sexual beings by nature, but I don't know if we're all just, like, I'm gonna throw people against a wall kind of violent
You're
by
right.
nature.
You know,
Well, I'll have to say I get irritable whenever I drink beer.
do you think? Cause
I do because it's gross.
Whiskey sometimes, too.
Well, I guess it depends, because
But tequila, I'm...
straight beer, I mean, it's good. It might give you a headache. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unless you keep drinking and you get past the headache phase, then yeah, you kind of turn into...
Well, I mean, specifically, my attitude is, like, just uncomfortable, you know?
Right. You know, I think ever since I switched to wines, that it's sort of brought out the funner side in me, I guess. Because, like, whenever it comes to whiskey, I'm sort of like just a fucking... I'm all over the damn place. I'm a mess. But when it comes to wines, you know, I tend to have a lot more fun. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Wine is kind of like the stoner drink, too.
Yes, it is. It is, though, because, like, if you don't have any weed, just drink some wine, and it's about the same.
Well, it's like it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. I have a lot of wine bottles in my room.
Are you like those dude bros that have, like, the shelf full of, like,
No, I hide a lot of them in a box where Brent can't see them when he comes by. That's the thing.
That's something I've never...
That's a problem.
I don't know if I've ever understood. I mean, dude bros treat it like they're trophies. How
I
many
used to have-
bottles of
I had
Jack
friends.
or whatever?
Yeah, that's liquor, usually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're expensive fucking bottles.
I had one bottle of was it Tennessee Honey Jack Daniels? And that was like my first and only bottle of liquor I ever bought. And then I started buying wine, and I've got a lot of those in my room.
I'll tell you what, man. When you fuck around with that honey whiskey, you got to be careful. Because that shit will... I had the honey... Was it Evan Williams?
Yep.
And
we had that in the freezer for like a while.
Every time that I would drink it, 2 days later, I would be like stomach sick, like deathly stomach sick. I'd have to take off of work.
It's stuff with a lot of sugar. It's just like sugar and alcohol.
It wasn't even that
together.
though. I've had other whiskey, honey whiskey, and it doesn't really do anything.
Doesn't Jim
but
Beam
specifically, maybe even Jim Beam that did it.
I think that was Evan Williams honey whiskey.
It was either Jim Beam or Evan Williams, and it just like... I did it once. I was thinking maybe it was a fluke, and so I tried drinking it again at another point in time, and I got fucking deathly sick 2 days later.
God damn.
I think it was one night where me and you, we finished a bottle of Evan Williams, not the honey stuff, but some
Yeah.
other Evan Williams whiskey. It was like some like oak flavored. It had like a green label on it. It
was a green one.
It was really weird stuff, but it got us drunk. We finished the bottle, but just the two of us, and then you went to the bar to drink some more, and I stayed here, and I drank some of that honey stuff, and
did you?
I sort of drank it like we were already gone at that point. I was especially gone. That was like the tipping point of like, where the fuck Nico go? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we came back from the bar. We were at the bar for a while, and I was drunk.
yeah.
I didn't even spend anything at the bar. And, I got back, and then Nico was sitting there knocking at our door on the car. Like,
Yeah.
we were sitting for a minute, probably eating Taco Bell, because that's what we do.
Right.
And Nico comes to the door, and he's, like, pounding. I was like, hey, man.
Are you really here right now?
Nah. I remember I knocked on the back window and I saw you guys in there, and then I ran back to my room. And I, for some reason,
Probably with, like, a third grade laugh. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm
can
sure
see
in
it.
my mind I was like, those guys are in the car for a really long time now.
They're probably doing it.
Yeah, that's where mine definitely was at. So I wanted to be like, knock on the door and try and get you guys. And then you guys like looked at me and you're like, what the fuck? And then I just ran back. I was on the phone with my friend Alex, so I was like, oh my god, I was
What
laughing.
in tarnation? Are those Pop Rocks?
I got some Pop Rocks, guys. You want some Pop Rocks?
We got some
Eat
soda
some
in
fucking
the
Pop
in the room. You want some Pop Rocks and soda?
Nah, man.
It's just an urban legend, dude. It's not even real. It does nothing.
This is an ASMR podcast. Oh my god, I'm about it.
All right, we all got to put our mouths to the microphone afterwards.
Giggity. Oop. I bumped the mic. Sorry about that. You can already hear it in my
Yeah.
hand. I got sweat in my hand, apparently.
This is a good podcast, guys. This is a good podcast.
Does that feel good? How about that?
That's the first time I've had Pop Rocks in like forever.
Do you like
I
that?
figured this would be a treat.
Yeah.
What a treat.
Did you guys ever have like childhood candies that you would go to, like your immediate go-tos?
Mm-hmm.
What was yours?
Remember the candy store?
Which candy store?
The candy store. The one that's like across from the Grand in Conroe. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
that Papal took us to.
Lee Glide Road.
We go there.
Lee Glide Road.
It's just a convenience store.
Yeah, man.
But we
It's
called it
just
the
those
candy store. We'd be like, hey, Papal, take us to the candy store.
He'd take us to the candy store. That's how it worked.
And I would always get like the Bubblicious, like, or whatever. It was the tape gum.
Yeah. The
And-
kind that had like the container and you would pull some out and then you close it and...
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just straight up just like, ow.
I did the same thing. I did the
Just
same
take a bite of it.
grape flavored. I did the same thing.
No.
I always got just like the normal original, but I would also get one of those little Kool-Aid
Yeah, where you twist
singles.
the thing off.
It
Yeah.
the twist off thing looks like a little Pharaoh
Okay.
thing.
I remember that.
You just kind of twist that part off, and there's like a little hole that you drink out of.
Right. You remember, I think there was like those little pills that you could drop into it and like it would change colors or would change flavors or something like that.
Oh,
Do
maybe.
you remember that?
I vaguely remember
And it was supposed to
that.
be like a mystery flavor of some sort, and like you put it in there, and they would you couldn't see what color it would change because those things were like kind of a weird, plastic container or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But you would see it would get dark, and then you take a drink out of it, and then that's blueberry or that's cherry. Like it'd be like a
Oh,
mystery
right,
flavor.
right.
That was kind of a
Right.
big deal back in my day.
Yeah, man.
What was your candy of choice? Like, what would you go to? Like, if you were a little kid, if you were to go back to being a little kid, and you're like, Papa, take me to the candy store. Like, what are you getting?
Oh, man. Dude, zebra gum.
Oh,
It had the best flavor, lasted 2 seconds,
Yes,
but it was legit the best flavor
Yeah,
for sure.
it
You remember the
was.
zebra gum?
it's delicious.
The flavor was top dog.
I remember.
I remember the gum that she's talking about, and then I remember the gum that comes in like the chew bag.
Yeah, Big
oh,
Chew.
you used
Chew.
to get that.
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of different things.
you were big
yeah.
into bubble gum back then.
I wasn't. No,
I just remember
gum hurts
Big
my
Chew.
stomach,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so I don't mind the ones that only take like a few seconds and the flavor's gone because
It could be the aspartame. I think most gums come with aspartame.
I don't know.
I think most of them.
Probably why I don't drink diet soda.
Yeah, no, aspartame's not good for you.
I thought it was called aspartame.
Oh.
I don't know.
I like that, though. Ask part of me.
That's gross. No, I got the shit, the Pop Rocks at Casey's Crazy Store.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. They have like
yeah.
crazy like soda pops and like candies and stuff
I've
like that
been
in there.
there.
I had a cherry limeade.
Yeah.
It probably cost like almost $3.
That's like top shelf cherry limeade right
But
there.
they got this other
vodka
stuff
in
that
it.
I wanted for the podcast.
What was that?
I wanted to eat it like we're doing the Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
Flavored crickets.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm for real.
Oh my god, I have been there once. It's a pretty chill place.
They've also got like little larvas.
Oh my god.
Are these like chocolate flavored or like?
Well, there was one that was like
It's protein.
sour cream and onion. So
Are you
like if the
fucking kidding me?
Fuck out of here with that
if
shit,
the,
dude.
Snacks.
Fuck out of here.
if the fact that it was a cricket didn't deter you, the fact that it
sour
was
cream
sour
and
cream and
onion,
onion
sure
would.
If it was a chocolate cricket or maybe like a peanut butter
Hazelnut
cricket or possibly a gummy bear cricket,
Oh my god, no.
I would have been in.
Oh, I actually
That's
bought
two
some gummy
textures I
bears there too, but it wasn't bears. It was like these little round things, and it didn't have a hole in it, so it wasn't like a lifesaver.
What the fuck was it?
But it was Haribo.
Just
Haribo.
O's.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Yeah,
You would know.
I know all about this.
Those are
Yes.
just called O's that you were referencing? Or?
No, it was just like these little,
No, I know. Yeah.
because they didn't even have a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a thing. It was just a glob of gelatin.
It was
Gross.
kind of like a little pellet.
Do you know what gelatin is made from?
From pigs' assholes
No.
or hooves and horns and all the shit that's left in the grinder.
Bones.
I didn't know that,
sick,
and
bro.
I didn't know that, and then someone tried telling me, "Do you know that all those gummy bears that you're eating are actually just all the shit that's left up in the like they're trying to they're trying to get me away from gummy bears."
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm not having it, bruh. I'm gonna eat my I'm gonna eat my fucking gummy
I'm
bears,
my fucking gummy candy. I'm gonna get booked.
and you get the fuck out of here,
So yeah, I went to the candy store before we went to go see it, so I'd have some candy.
man." That's smart thinking right there. Haven't seen it yet. I want to though. I was supposed to see it the other day with my very good friend Haley, but she couldn't make it, so
Right.
had to postpone it.
Right.
I saw the original It back in the day with my brother and my
TV
sister.
show.
Yeah, the whatever you want to call
The
it.
series?
Yeah, it was like
TV.
a mini series because it was like a few episodes long. I saw it with my brother and my sister because they were big into scaring the shit out of me, particularly my sister. She would always make me watch the Freddy movies and Hellraisers and all those sorts of scary movies just to scar me in some weird way. She didn't succeed. Monica, you didn't succeed.
Monica.
That's our thing. Don't even try stealing our thing.
So
Anyways,
I've been thinking of having this song about a girl named Monica, but have it all referenced like Monica always has my back, you know, like.
Nice.
And then like I want to do a Christmas song called Santa Monica.
yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Monica.
California
Anyways,
Christmas.
back to It. I saw the original one back in the day, and I thought it was the scariest fucking thing in the world. It legitimately scared me because I was terrified of clowns for some odd reason. And then the whole Wolfman thing scared me, and then all those things like the blood coming out of the sink for Bev, like all this weird like crazy shit was going on, made me terrified just to go to the damn bathroom, you know.
Yeah.
And then part 2 came out, and it was like a fucking like train wreck of a movie because it was like terrible acting and like a fucking spider with terrible graphics, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, you lost me, bro. But no, like those movies back in those days, like you think they're one thing, like I was saying, like you think it's something scary as hell back in the day,
Right.
and then you rewatch it, and it's like the funniest thing in the world. Like it doesn't even faze you.
Unless it's Pet Cemetery.
That one still does it for you, right?
No one does it probably even more
Kinda
after
Stephen
being
King.
a parent.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
right.
So like it
What was that one movie
fucking
that you and
psycho.
Christy saw? The Halle Berry kidnap movie or whatever.
Oh,
it
that
was?
shit had me on edge.
What was it called?
I was angry.
Is it a newer one?
Kid-
Yeah,
Kidnapped.
it's in the movie theater right now.
Okay.
It's Halle Berry. Her kid gets kidnapped, right?
And so- yeah,
hold
go
on.
ahead,
She
go
like
ahead.
flips her shit, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like losing it
Yeah.
with her fantastic acting, and she's like, she sees the getaway car making its way, so she jumps in her goddamn minivan. Ah! just like screaming frantically, trying to chase
Yeah.
after this. And yeah, it looked like the shittiest movie ever. And I wanted to watch it just for that reason because I love shitty movies.
It did what it was supposed to do.
I love shitty movies.
It had me on edge.
Yeah.
And I was like legit like angry after watching that. Like I went to the bar afterwards, and there was a lot of people there because there was a show, and I'm like, I can't even stay. I gotta go home.
I'm too much of a bummer right now.
You know.
Yeah.
I can't be here because like I don't know, man. It was a bad movie. Like it was shitty.
Oh,
like,
really?
It was constantly like shit she was doing wrong. Like she was fucking up. Like why she left her kid in the first place? Like to do something. Like it wasn't like real crazy what she did. You know, she had a business phone call. You know,
yeah.
And then like so
Turned
she had
her
to get
back
up.
for just
You
a
just stay here for a second. You know.
Were they in public?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were in a
public.
park. They were at a park.
Yeah, they were at a park. But it was fucking wild. Like just. You know, she leaves her phone, and then so she doesn't have a phone, and it just.
Just
I
making
mean,
a
I
bunch
hate
of
to spoil the
mistakes.
movie,
Do
you
it.
know.
Just do it.
But it's like
Let's do a John's
Spoiler
movie
alert.
review. Let's do it right now, please.
it was just.
Trigger
I'm
warning.
just saying, man.
How many John heads would you give it? 1 out of 5. Like instead of stars, like pictures of your face.
See,
It's hilarious.
that's the
Beard and
thing
all.
because it did 100% what it was supposed to do. It had me on edge.
Right.
That's why I wanted to go. You know, but it was a shitty movie. Like the spoiler, I guess, was at the end.
She kidnapped her kid.
You took the wrong kid, is what she said. Or you messed with the wrong kid.
Wow.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you for
No,
that.
I thought she said something like you messed with the wrong mother or something.
Oh, that's
like
what it was. Yeah.
That's what I thought the tagline for the poster would be. You just messed with the wrong
It was
mother.
horrible.
Good cringeworthy material.
It was all cringeworthy. In every essence of cringeworthy, this movie was
because it had
it.
you anxious.
Had me anxious.
Speaking of cringe-worthy, I have something that I wanted to bring up as far as cringe-worthiness. And
Bring
I
it
want you,
on.
I want to get what is the most cringe-worthy to you guys as well.
Bring it.
Okay, so I work at a grocery store. You guys know this. And much like holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the big holidays, something that we look forward to at our store is back to school.
Right.
Because that's when all the kids come back. All the kids, I mean, college students, full-grown adults.
Right.
Technically. They come to the store with their moms and dads to get stuff for their dormitories.
Oh my god.
Okay, now it makes me laugh so much whenever I witness it. But whenever I see like a mom and a dad and their 18-year-old kid, you know, and then their mom goes, "Do you want some hot pockets? Do you want some hot pockets for your room? No, okay." And then they walk on a little bit further. "Do you want some Tostitos? Do you want some Tostitos for your room?" And then they go a little bit, and then, "Do you want sandwich stuff? Do you want to make stuff to make sandwiches?"
This makes me feel a lot better about myself as far as independence goes.
Right, but I'm just saying, like you have these parents, like they're just asking like all these like questions of like, do you want this? Do you want this so that you can make this in your dorm room? That way you don't have to go to the cafeteria. Like they have that tone where it's
Use your meal plan.
Yeah.
You don't want to use your meal plan.
You don't
on
want-
that. No.
do you want the creamy Alfredo hot pockets instead of the ham and cheese hot pockets?
Yes.
Like all these, and I'm just laughing my ass off inside because like these kids are like this close to total to finally being free. Finally, like all these kids want to do is like break shit and fuck something on the floor.
Yes.
And they're like this close away to doing that, but for like the last few minutes of their life, they have to deal with their moms and dads. Do you want mini pizzas that we can put in your mini fridge?
Bagel
For your-
bites?
Bagel bites? Do you want
Bagel
bagel
bites?
bites for your?
bagel bites?
All
Bagel
these
bites?
like it's cringeworthy, but it makes me laugh so hard because like
it would be practical if you got sandwich stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could save on money if you just buy stuff now.
Oh, honey, look at these meal deals.
Exactly.
What's this?
Exactly.
Combo Loco?
Oh,
That's festive.
that's fun, right?
Arriba. Like some white moms
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
weird shit.
Combo Loco.
Combo
Oh, yeah.
Loco.
Yeah, that's probably like the cringeworthiest thing. Just like that little like, just like that kid just wanting to be free, just so they could fuck something in college. Like that's all you do in college.
Doesn't have to be a human or
No,
living
I just
person.
want to break. To quote Henry Rollins, when I was 18, all I wanted to do was just break shit and fuck someone on the floor. When I was 21, all I wanted to do was break shit and fuck something on the floor.
The only
now,
thing-
now I'm 35. All I want to do is break shit and fuck something on the floor.
So the only thing cringier is if it was, do you want ribbed for her pleasure?
Oh my god. You know, it's really important that you keep yourself and your partner safe, honey. You don't know what their sexual network looks like. You have no idea. You couldn't know.
Yeah. That's cringe. That's the most
What's your
cringe.
sexual network look like? Is that girl from down the street back home? She's cute.
Yeah.
That bitch ain't cute.
No.
That bitch
If your
ain't
mom
cute.
thinks she's cute, you don't fuck
No.
up.
Hey, why don't you call so and so? She's been asking about you. No.
Mom,
No,
she's
Mom,
dead.
God.
No. She's dead, Mom. She was in a car accident my junior year of high school. She was my best friend. How could you bring that up?
Parents always be bringing shit up from like the past.
Bring it up.
So I don't fuck with
Parents-
them anymore.
Always be bringing up like dead people from your past.
I would love for you to say that to your. Hey, whatever happened to Mom? I don't fuck with them anymore. Gosh. Anyways.
Oh God, that's funny.
Anyways, John or Miranda, do you have a cringeworthy thing such as that you can think of?
When the guy came to 12th Street on heroin,
Ooh.
that was cringy, and he signed up for karaoke, and it was literally the weirdest fucking thing.
Was he all like, I want to sing a song, babe? Like, was he all like that, or was he like...
I want to sing this band.
I'm so lucky, cause today I found my friends.
No, it was not even intelligible. It was just like... Literally, like, we had to kick him out because it was too much.
You understand that if I was caging, I'd be like rolling back there in my chair, just like, oh my fuck.
It took a lot for me to just keep composure.
Yeah.
But
But
no,
you were cringing the whole time, is what you're saying.
the first thing that made me cringe was that he asked for a song, but he asked for the wrong band. He's like, this song by this band,
And
and
it
I'm
was the
like,
wrong band.
that's the wrong band,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like, you mean this band? He's like, yeah, this band by this band is what he ended up saying because he was so fucking high.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots by Nirvana or some shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure it was 90s alternative.
Wow, two
I think it was.
two lead singers who indulged in the heroin. Yeah, sure.
I mean, he knows what he
Who
likes.
didn't? Who didn't, though, right?
Yeah,
He's like, that's my shit. No.
yeah. But
It was really weird.
Stone Temple Pilots by Nirvana.
I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with them.
there was
Like,
a few
until someone
times.
told me.
There was one time I think where I was up there and someone was singing and like they were just falling all over the place and like they would like walk off
Oh, I'm
stage.
sorry, that was me.
No. Like they would like walk off stage and there was just like this silence, the awkward silence of like, okay, well I guess the next singer is gonna come up. Like
I tell some of them, I'm just like, okay, well, I don't do that anymore. But
Yeah.
I would tell people, I'm like, okay, if you want to do this song, just first read the room,
Mm-hmm.
okay? If it seems like people are just here for a drink and not to have like a gay old time, maybe not. Do get low.
right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just like that was the cringiest thing.
Someone doing Get Low.
No, not just someone doing get low, but like when it's just not the right time.
Oh, right.
Did I tell you
Do
last
it.
night? I sang some karaoke and I definitely chose a song that was not at the right time.
Oh, God.
But I did it because it was new karaoke guys.
Yeah.
And they had more options.
Yeah, they do.
And so I did the song Prison Sex from Tool. And I don't think anybody was ready for I have found some kind of temporary sanity in this shit, blood, and cum on my hands.
Yeah.
But I gave zero fucks, and
Sometimes
That's
that's
Christy
what it's
loved
about.
it.
That's sometimes you. I mean, I like it whenever there's an energy to the room, and then the soulful black lady comes in and sings "Purple Rain,"
Yeah.
and everybody just fucking loses it.
You know-
You know what make
You
people
know what
lose
I've seen
it?
more of, actually, I'm sorry, real quick, is black people actually sing way more country than,
Oh, I believe so,
than
yeah.
you think. And there's a lot of white people rapping.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. It's reverse state. No.
That's what Texas is like, though.
And
That's what Texas is
I
like.
have a coworker who I ran into. It was funny. I ran into him at at 12th Street, and normally we don't talk much. We see each other every single day, but we don't. We kind of have like a sibling sort of thing, and where like we don't talk to each other at all, but we do like a lot of communication like through our mind. So whereas like I'll look at him and he'll be like, okay, yeah, sure, and then like he'll like go do something that I'm thinking. It's like this really weird telepathic power that I have.
Yeah.
But I saw him, and like I had a few Jamesons in me, and he had a few beers in him, and all of a sudden we became like best buddy. He was like, dude, you know, I mean, like we acknowledged each other's presence in the room for once.
And your party sides
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
not just your work side, but your party side.
And then he went on stage and he sang a country song.
Cool.
So that was kind of cool. But no, like the energy whenever you hear like the first few chords to Purple Rain, and then you just see the person just sit down on the stage. Never meant to hurt, meant you called you anything. Like it's like this is about to turn into something real fast. Whenever like it gets to the main part of Purple Rain, and everybody's having a fun time. So for sure,
I'd always enjoy it when even Preston would get up there. Preston Heron, do you know?
oh, I think
Tall dreads,
Oh yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
fella.
glasses. Yeah.
PT Cruiser
Yeah.
delivers pizza.
Yeah.
Lives 2 places down.
Yeah, he does. I went to an after party over there. It was actually really fun. But he did Purple Rain a lot, and back when I used to be able to actually put some reverb on the vocals, he's like, "Can I get a little reverb?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Purple Rain, duh.
Right.
I'm gonna put a lot of reverb on it anyway. It's gonna be epic." Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's always good. I like hearing Preston sing at karaoke because he does all kinds of shit and a lot of female R&B too, which
Right.
It's enjoyable.
I enjoy a lot of R&B music. I grew up listening to a lot of Lauryn Hill and what else? Just stuff that my mom would put on. I don't know if you would consider them R&B, but like a lot of like TLC music.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it was a trio, and they had their Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, but they had their smooth ones as well.
I thought it was Don't Go Jason Waterfalls.
Yeah,
for a
that's what
long
I thought
time.
as well. But
Really?
Don't Go Chasing.
Don't go Jason Waterfalls.
Don't go. Yeah, I didn't know.
Please-
that. I was a
Jason
kid.
Waterfalls. It's
Don't-
like
don't-
their friend.
Yeah.
If
Don't go.
I had the last name Waterfalls, I'm pretty sure I would name my child Jason.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
Or Chase, because there are people who with the first name Chase.
Chase Waterfalls isn't as good as Jason Waterfalls.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's not as punny.
That's true.
It's not as throwback, honestly. Chase
But
Waterfalls.
he would get that a lot though.
Because you're not
you know.
supposed to chase them. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Stick to the rivers.
Rivers and the places that you're
You used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. you're
Anyways,
going-
Like Creep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Keep
Creeping
it on the down low.
yeah. Cringeworthy stuff for you. Like, what makes you cringe?
Us just doing that?
Yeah, well, I'd say I know that there's an example in my life, but I can't like think of it off the top of my head right now. Even though I know that there's something.
Probably has to do with me. That's why.
Probably has to do with my work, probably.
Where you work now?
Oh my God! Please tell me about.
Okay.
Tell me about the thing.
So it's here in Huntsville, right?
Okay.
It's a nursing home, and same fucking I hate it so much going there. Like I don't mind funeral homes because there's nobody to bother me, but literally when I go into nursing homes, it is legit The Walking Dead.
It's only
Right.
when they're close to death.
It's Walking Dead. They're walkers with walkers.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And the first time it was I could smell this, like it always smells really bad, but this one was a real bad smell. And this lady out of nowhere just kind of yells, "I'm shitting myself! I'm shitting myself!"
You didn't tell me that in the car.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that. So yeah, that made my day.
Right.
And
Would have made mine.
I just thought of something else that happened at the same place. I was like, this place is horrible, dude. Well, there's one lady that I always pass by in the hallways, and she like the first time it was like she was going through with her wheelchair, and then she pulls me by the arm or my my sleeve and says, "Where do you think you're going? You're staying here." And I didn't say nothing. I was trying to be polite, so I smile or whatever. But I'm pulling the fuck away from her, and she's kind of yelling for me, and I'm like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
It would have been great.
I got to do my job, and I got to get the fuck out.
What would have been the greatest thing is if you tried tugging away, but she still held on, and you're
With the death grip.
Yeah, and
it pulled the wheelchair over.
and she's just giving you this look like you're not fucking getting away from me, motherfucker.
Well, at first I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was a mental thing to where she thought I wasn't supposed to go,
or you were someone else,
or if she was trying to flirt, but equal creepiness.
any of it.
Yeah, there's no other way that old people are there's a fine line between cute and creepy. Because I think some old people are kind of sweet and cute, in a way.
Yeah,
like Granny, you know what I mean? Very sweet and loving, and just sort of I love you, Granny, no matter what, But
Granny's young for how old she is.
Yeah,
it's true.
And then whenever you get a little bit older, then you turn into the senile old person with dementia or whatever, and then you're just like, where do you think you're going?
And it's I don't even know what her nature is. But then, last time it was two different things. One, I saw the lady from the other side of the room, and she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get him." I heard her say that, and then so I'm running through these fucking wheelchairs, just trying to get to the biohazard
knocking
room.
wheelchairs at people in wheelchairs.
I don't give a fuck.
I can see you running down the hallway, looking behind you the whole time, like a long a hallway that never ends.
Okay,
it's the new American Horror Story.
Yeah,
check it out.
Season 8.
The guy that helped me, he had to unlock the door and everything. It's he was particularly flamboyant and creepy. And he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I just tooted in here. You don't want to be back in here." He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself in here." It was fucking creepy.
You know what?
Dude.
I love him already.
Dude, you can have him.
Just the combination of I tooted in here and I'm gonna kill myself in here. It's you're awesome, man.
He kept going, Miranda. He kept fucking going with it.
I would have played along, man. And be
I was
got a
well, then
coming.
can you hand me the labels because I don't want to go in there. I legit said that. I was "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself in here. It's just so bad. I just can't handle." I'm not doing it as flamboyant as he was.
I believe you.
I'm trying to.
You don't have the capacity.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Was he short and bald and had a beard?
No beard.
Okay.
You could see that it was supposed to have a beard.
Yeah.
Because it was just shaven, that fresh.
It was supposed to have a beard.
It was supposed to have a beard.
He was supposed to have a beard.
What's wrong with you? How dare you?
He mentioned something about his wife, in the so I know that he's
real.
been fighting something for a long time.
The fact that he's a pathological liar.
Right.
It is just too much.
It's dude, you can be real with me. It's cool.
I think he had a mustache, and if that doesn't double it up,
like Freddie Mercury or
like one of my uncles. And
which one?
In every aspect.
Well, give me a reference. Is it a curly mustache, or is it a
just a regular
Tom Selleck mustache, or a Hitler mustache, or
you mean a Michael Jordan mustache?
That's true. He does have Hitler.
I guess a Mercury.
Still the greatest basketball player of all time.
Like an Amber Alert mustache.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
They call that the Amber Alert.
I thought it was the Tom Selleck, because Tom Selleck has a pretty amazing mustache, but I guess it's the Amber Alert mustache now.
It's patchy.
Okay.
Yeah, Amber Alert. Yeah.
He goes to the barber and he's like, "Give me the Amber Alert."
I would like the Amber Alert, please.
Please. Yes. I get a lot of good
and
compliments.
And get something for yourself, too.
Get you a little Hitler. Little Hitler. He's such a gas.
Oh, man. I hate that stop. I'll walk in there. Every time I go into that stop, I'll walk in there, and there's a strong smell of something flavorful to just mask all the shit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, what I'm picking up is the nastiest part of the,
That's what they do in the Target bathroom, is they put this, Fruity Pebbles smell in there.
Oh, I've had the fruit, I've had the...
had the Fruit Loops. I had the Fruit Loops.
I've had the Fruit
I
Loops
eat
before.
urinal cakes like
I
on
eat
my
urinal
lunch break.
It's a good snack. It's got a lot of fiber
Makes
in
you
it.
toot real bad, but
Just real bad,
Makes me want
too.
to kill myself.
I'm gonna kill
I'm
myself.
gonna kill myself in its van.
Get something for yourself.
Get some urinal cakes for yourself. It's the best real talk ever. I don't think we've talked about music really at all.
No, I've got a list too. I made a fucking list.
Hold on. Let's come to a stop real quick.
Let's come to a stop real quick.
Let's come to a stop real quick. Okay, let's get some more of these drinks in us, and then we'll come back to a what you jamming.
I tell you what, why don't we start with the what you jamming, and then we'll get to play something, and then I'll make drinks during that process.
I like my idea better.
All right, so
We'll be right back.
all right.
Please stand by. We'll be right back. Just a moment. This brief, unnecessary intermission will end momentarily.
All right,
Get back into the circle. A triangle.
in the circle.
I tell you, buddy, these are good drinks.
They're tasty.
I'm
very proud of them.
Ooh, this one's really good. Like how much sound it makes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a lot of pop rocks.
yeah. So you want to go into some what you jamming?
Well, I was gonna say that I think I answered my creepy,
Oh, the cringeworthy thing.
cringeworthy thing.
Yeah, you did.
That answered it pretty well.
I'd say so, yeah.
But I like cringy things in general.
I'll have to send you some videos then.
Yeah, I've probably seen them all.
We've watched some cringe compilation videos.
Yeah.
All the time.
And some of them are like, okay, this is like more like legitimately, like, I'm not even kidding, like, this is fucking stupid what we're watching right now.
Right.
And then we've seen some, real cringeworthy stuff. So
50 Shades is pretty good. It's just 50 Shades
I haven't seen it.
of gray or anything. It's like this little gremlin dude with a red hat. You can go to that on YouTube. It's just all cringe compilations. It's a lot of the feminist feminist and SJW cringe.
I like that Trachophobia. It was Trachophobia. I don't know what it's called.
Tripophobia?
Tripophobia, maybe.
That isn't real.
which one is that?
The holes.
Oh,
It's not real.
Then why does it freak me out so much?
Because, and I'll tell you why. It's
Some Mandela shit right here.
not.
Let's go.
No, it's what it is that especially if the holes are in flesh.
Yeah.
It's a natural human response to be grossed out because it is it makes you think of an infection or diseases.
Right.
So you have a natural aversion to it. The phobia itself is not real.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, I wouldn't consider arachnophobia to be real. 'cause
It
there's
is real.
A rational reason why we're scared. We've evolved with the fear of it. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed
Okay,
to.
so I've got arachnophobia, like you do too, yeah?
Yeah, I'm terrified of
Yeah.
them. But
No, the spiders that scare me the most are the ones that are the most like gentle
Docile?
and docile.
Like
yeah.
like the long leg
Tarantulas.
dude, speaking of
Tarantulas
these
scare the
sorts of
shit out of me.
videos and cringeworthy, dude, I watched the other day this guy that like free played with a he had a word for it, wasn't free played, but with a black widow. He found a black widow and he let it play on his hand.
Fuck all that shit.
Yeah,
like a
it
free
was
range.
creepy. Yeah,
It was a free range black widow.
free range.
Tasty. It was a happy black widow.
Yeah, I mean, so whenever we ate it, I don't feel bad
Good
about
and
it.
crunchy.
No, but it was he was basically just kind of teaching that, like black widows, the only reason why they'll ever bite you is when they are legit threatened. They're
I
not
feel like that is really dangerous to be telling people.
yeah, he's did have like a disclaimer like
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, don't do this."
Okay.
But at the same time, like
was doing it.
he was saying like a lot of the times whenever people freak out is whenever they bite because they
Yeah,
freak
it's
out and
the-
they
it's the-
respond wrong.
That's why they're like, oh, they smell fear. Yeah, they do.
I think it's the same
Or
thing with
pheromones.
snakes and reptiles of some sort.
I just run the fuck away from a snake or a reptile. You'll be able to see that a black widow can be on you and you don't know it. So
Well, a snake
that's
can
different.
a snake can hide pretty well too.
But not on you. Black Widows,
No,
a
they
lot of
can't
the time,
have
they're
them.
already on you, and how you react matters. How you react to a snake, you should just get the fuck away.
Oh, remember
You're safe.
I was in a. There's nothing over there. Oh, but I was in that band called Sterling Moniker. Remember that?
Yeah, Black Widow on my windowsill.
That Thanksgiving of that that year, we saw a Black Widow on the windowsill at like Rhonda and Dad's.
Oh, I remember that there.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's hilarious. And I had to take a picture of it. But it was, we were safe from it. It was like stuck in the middle of the glass pane.
I listened to that album the other day.
Oh no.
It's not cringeworthy, though.
Oh, it so is.
One thing I wanted to ask you guys, because you asked about the whole cringeworthy thing, is I wanted to ask, what is the creepiest, scariest clown?
That's topical, John. That's real topical.
Yeah, very topical.
That's what we're going for at the Conversationalists podcast.
Whenever the clown thing started to go big, and you'd be seeing videos of like people driving, and then there'd be like the clown in the middle of the road.
That was like
And
last year, yeah.
Yeah, and then they would just be standing there, and then they would just be looking at you, and then they'd run at you at the car, in your car or whatever, and you'd be like, you'd see people lock the door, you know, like going crazy over it.
Yeah.
And then they would drive off, and then they would see like this like fire pit out in the woods, and you'd see like some like crazy like crazy shit going on out in the woods.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like they're doing it all on purpose, but still, it's like, where the fuck are, like, it's one of those like.
How are you guys like coming together and like are you having meetings?
I don't know, but it's those
They
like
just clown around at
it's
those.
the terror of, it's not only the clown terror, but it's the terror of taking the wrong turn and ending up somewhere you don't know where you are, and then you run into some
helplessness.
Yeah, helplessness.
Yeah.
You run into this crazy nonsense, and you're just completely alone and terrified. You're out in the sticks, no cell phone reception.
The uncanny valley thing is very real. Like, people can't deal with that shit.
What's the uncanny valley thing?
Uncanny valley is basically, it's when something appears to be human, but something's really off. Like, their expressions are exaggerated, like a clown. Or, you know, it's just like dolls can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like AI can do that to people these days.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, uncanny valley is basically just like seems human at first, or like the brain cannot recognize it, so it works harder.
Did you see what I posted the other day about AI? Not necessarily AI, but there's apparently somebody's apparently now sex dolls can be programmed to kill you.
Holy fuck!
That's pretty hot.
I'm gonna have to look at that. It's kind of hot, honestly. But no, I'm gonna have to look that up.
I mean, that's
And then there's gonna be all these shows that couples watch together instead of like murder porn. It's like
yeah.
sex doll murder porn.
I saw that, and I
When
looked at
AI
the
goes
comments, and I saw like a picture. It was like, I couldn't get any harder.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Moist.
it's turning into some like sweetest kill type shit, man. Where it's like, you're, next thing you know, this robot woman that you thought you loved is killing you and chopping you into pieces. It's like,
Well, you know, if you thought a robot loved you, you deserve it.
I guess, I don't know.
Damn.
We're gonna have to reprogram your robot, Nico.
Yeah. turn the love setting from 10 down to like 2. You know.
Oh,
But
damn.
I loved you.
But for some reason, I don't anymore.
Clowns, scary clowns for you. What's a scary clown for you?
If we want to be
Bozo.
practical about it, I would say John Wayne Gacy. Pogo the clown.
That was mine.
God damn it, I'll steal yours. No, but I guess he doesn't really scare me, honestly, because, like, is he dead now? Or is he still in prison?
Not 100% sure. It was in the
Okay.
70s when he was doing all that.
Yeah,
crazy
He was
I'm not
he's kind of older. Back
I'm not
then,
a-
whenever
I'm
he was
actually,
doing
I'm
afraid of
pretty
him.
sure that he is dead,
Oh, okay.
but he was selling his paintings
Yes.
for a long time.
Yeah.
He would do like Disney paintings and then Pogo the Clown paintings and
That's
stuff
fucking
like that.
terrifying.
You know the Acid Bath, right?
Yeah.
My favorite singer, Dax Riggs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have an album, and their album cover is the one with Pogo the Clown.
That he painted?
That he painted.
Oh, okay. So it was a self-portrait, basically,
Yeah,
of his
self-portrait
clown
of
persona?
John Wayne Gacy.
Wow.
30,
So, was he
33 boys.
Is he a professional clown, and that's how he got access? Or did he just do that on his own as something he
That's
liked.
what a professional clown is.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what I mean.
There's not.
Like,
They
I
go
mean,
to
there is a
clown
clown school, I guess, but
I
you
heard
know.
clown school was free. I heard they're
It
also
is.
doing really poorly though.
I wonder why.
People don't like fucking clowns, man, especially after last year. And now with like, okay, so it seems like whoever directed the new It movie seems to have like
Wait, did you see it?
not yet,
Okay.
not yet, but I
It's
want
good.
to.
It's
I want to. I saw like a little thing, but it was like altered. It was edited to make it funny. It was a little meme on Facebook,
Yeah.
but it was already terrifying. He was in the.
He's a terrifying Pennywise.
He's in the thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have words. What are words?
And the place and the thing
Oh, the thing with
With
the,
the
place.
gutter.
with the face.
Things and stuff.
He was in. It was when it was
Dang.
raining and the kids
Whenever
saw
Georgie
him. And,
Georgie
yeah,
in the boat.
yeah.
Georgie.
And he was like popcorn.
Yeah.
He's like pop, and then there was like they edited it so it was like a rap song. It's like pop 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 pop, pop or some shit.
Yeah.
I
That
saw
shit's
that.
whack.
Yeah, that's something
It was
that's
actually
going,
pretty cute.
that's like a meme that's going around the internet now. It's like some rapper guy that was like doing some Rastafarian type.
Yeah. They just put that over.
Yeah. Like there's someone did a meme where like someone it was like a video game and like he was shooting a gun but the bullets were the you know that weird sound. Yeah.
Are you speaking in tongues?
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the last Rick and Morty?
Not all of it.
It was
I've been trying
fucking
to.
good.
No, I
Damn,
know. I've been
Jesus.
trying to catch it, but like, okay, so YouTube, like they have, like Rick and Morty
Unlimited,
live.
yeah. Well, they do the over and over. They go through the
I
episodes.
have never been able to catch all of Rick Lantis.
So we did. We saw like
Yeah.
two
You had to
episodes. We
watch-
watched like an episode or two before we
You
get
had to
to
watch
the
like
most recent.
Pickle Rick
Yeah.
and like some of the other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But I watched the one before Rick Lantis, and it just went right to Pickle Rick, and I'm like, what the fuck? I feel cheated.
It's- yeah, they do that sometimes.
I hate it.
But
I
it-
really
it-
want to watch it.
Like sometimes,
the end
like
of
you
it.
can watch them and they'll like skip different parts.
Yeah.
And like so you miss out. But when we saw it on there, we got the whole fucking
That's
thing, and it was
awesome.
amazing.
I wanna say something. I enjoy Rick and Morty. I am not a hardcore Rick and Morty fan. Like
Heresy.
I've watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes. I know I don't watch TV. Fucking I'm sorry.
For the audience, I
Anyways.
just gave Nico a shocked look.
Anyways, I don't particularly watch television and I don't watch Rick and Morty. I hear you talk about it all the time, and I
Yeah.
remember you
Yeah.
had a DVD that you let him borrow or something like that for a
Oh
while.
yeah, it was the first season.
Yeah. So like I've seen it here and there, and you know there's this whole Tiny Rick, Pickle Rick thing that I don't understand, but it's like it's
All
becoming
kinds of
around. I'm witnessing it more and more. It's like okay,
Rick Sanchez is a carrot.
I wanted to see what the big deal about it was, so I came home from work and Dubro was watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And it was the episode wherever they go to the cleansing thing.
oh yeah,
Oh,
They get the
yeah.
cleanse, and I was
That's
like,
good.
that was a really funny episode. I really enjoyed it.
yeah.
And you were talking about like that you thought that the newest episode was gonna come on next. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll watch it with you. First off,
Yeah.
because I just got off work, I want to
Yeah,
hang out
yeah.
with my boys, so it was like one of those types of things. And then it's like, okay, we'll watch Rick and Morty together. And I watched the episode, and it's like the best fucking thing I've ever witnessed.
God
like,
damn
Dude,
it!
it
This
was
makes me
so
even
great.
angrier.
Like
that
I want
haven't
to
been able
find it.
catch
I want us to watch it together. I want
Yeah.
to watch it again. Like that's how great it was.
It was
They had,
great.
They had a
Yeah.
Stand By Me reference.
There's a Stand By Me
Yeah.
reference.
I don't know how many.
There was
References?
There's a Training Day reference, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with that
Oh, I
movie.
love
with,
that movie.
with Denzel and Ethan.
Uh-huh.
Ethan
You
Hawke.
want to talk about like being on the edge of your fucking seat watching a movie?
I'll check it out. For
Training
sure.
Day.
Training Day.
Ethan
King
Hawke,
Kong
right?
don't got shit on me. Yeah, great movie.
That's great.
Very good one.
You would like it, John.
There's that reference, and
Yeah.
then there's a few other references going on in there that are like real subtle, but then you catch it, and it's like, oh wow, I can't believe they went for it. And then
Yeah.
like all this, I don't want to. I definitely don't want to spoil it.
I've
'cause it's
already
that-
watched the end of it because that's all I caught.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
the tail end.
I still I don't want to spoil it for you because it's one of those. It was you were saying like that was so well written. To me.
100%.
And like it hit me in like a way. It was like I didn't know the show, but I feel like I just fell in love with it. Like just the whole feeling and the tone of it was just like I've never seen a cartoon do this shit before.
No,
Yeah.
it's brilliant. The whole you have to watch every episode.
Other
dude.
than when South Park took those weird turns and they were like, we're doing a serious episode now, and like they did something that was like, wow, Because you know the kids for like 16, 17 years now. You're attached to them.
Yeah.
So whenever they do something crazy, it's like, oh my god, wow.
Yeah.
But that was able to happen to me in watching one episode of this show that I've only watched maybe 2 or 3 other episodes.
It's brilliant.
That's how much it hit me.
Fucking brilliant.
See, I'm not gonna lie. There was like one episode on this season I did not care for.
Which one?
Where it was like a knockoff Avengers.
Oh, the Vindicators.
The Vindicators?
That's great. I love Noob.
Yeah, that was the one episode that I just, I thought it was funny. It had funny parts, but it wasn't like lit like the rest of their episodes.
It wasn't lit as F.
It wasn't lit as F.
Okay.
And but this last one was lit as F.
Right.
Literally. Just throw that in there. Fuck it. Fuck it.
The last one, it's like whenever they were working on the Vindicators episode, they were really spending time on this one.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
I do like Noob though. He's cool.
But yeah, man.
I can definitely say that I'm more excited to see where the show goes now, and I'm more excited to go back and see how it all started. You know, like this show makes me want to like binge watch it.
No, it took after season 2, there were huge changes.
And it really is a show for like it's about intellectualism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be pretty smart to actually even dig anything of it, because of like it's nothing but references and
Oh, and he's constantly he's so Rick I'm talking about is just so real with Morty. Like he doesn't dick around. Like
it's nihilism. It's got
absurdism. Really, like it's really like heavy on absurdism. It has got a lot of nihilism, but
it's got nihilism. It's got absurdism. It's got
it's extremely philosophical.
Yeah,
you could watch the philosophy of Rick and Morty. I think that's Wisecrack. On YouTube.
I bet it's longer than all of the episodes of Rick and Morty.
No, it's they keep their shit pretty not too
pretty
bad,
tight.
but
yeah.
Wisecrack's good for YouTube, and like game theory and film theory and stuff like that. Film theory does a lot of shit on Rick and Morty, like everyone's obsessed with it almost.
Well, I can say that I am officially obsessed with it.
Yes.
As well.
Converted.
The last episode was solid.
Like
Just infinite amount of.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying we fucking get some food after our post podcast munchies, whatever it may be, and we go on the YouTube and we find this damn episode. We watch it together.
That'd be great.
Ain't gotta be fucking anywhere.
That's good. Okay. Cool. I think we should go into what you jamming now.
You think we should get into the heart of our show?
Yeah.
This is really good.
All right. Fun. So, what you jamming?
I'm gonna have to look at my Spotify. I will say though, and I won't spend too much time talking about it because we have a whole showcase special dedicated to it. If you want to go and watch that. But I've been listening to Lana Del Rey's new album.
I've heard you talk about it.
Lust for Life.
Yes, you. I haven't listened to it at all, and I know.
I'll send you specific songs.
Yeah,
okay?
please do. And I kind of, after we did the show, I was very up for debate of like whether or not I would have continued the journey of Lana Del Rey, because I feel like I had a huge breakthrough during that episode, because it was like. I mean, the whole deep meaning behind that episode was we went somewhere we didn't think that we would ever go, and then we kind of left more appreciative of what it actually was.
Shout out to Camille Kirkendall.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out
for requesting that.
Yeah.
Well, also, and that kind of gave Nico more like it gave something to Nico to where he's like, we need to do a lot more listener requested.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're actually working on a listener requested one.
For sure. But going back to Lana, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue on that whole journey with her in her musical career. And to be honest, I heard that she came out with something new. I didn't jump into it, not because I didn't want to. Absolutely not because I didn't want to. But it was just one of those. Oh, okay, it's there. If I ever get to it, I'll get to it. If not,
there are certain songs that you probably need to listen to first before really diving in.
I listened to every goddamn song by her before that episode.
Nice.
I think I even said it on the show.
Like, yeah, you did.
I think I spent the night before and the day of listening to every single song.
Was Honeymoon out yet?
Yeah, it was.
It was? Okay.
So.
Yeah.
This album is fucking immaculate, and I didn't feel that way at first. There were like a couple songs where I was like,
Were you about to be like disappointed or like let down by? Because I feel like not to go.
I was so happy with it.
Okay, I was about to say, not to get off topic, but
Yeah.
I listened to the most recent Foo Fighters album
Oh,
yesterday,
really?
and like they have one good song on there called "Run," but everything else on there is like, I don't know if I'm feeling this
I
day.
hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
But it was just only like 2 songs to where it was totally fine. Like
Okay.
there were some songs on that album that made up for any shitty song she could ever write. You feel me?
Cool. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
some songs I was just like, bitch, are you reading my diary? Are you in my head? I was seriously mad for a second. I'm like, get out of my head, Lana.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
What are the songs that we should check out first?
Yeah.
Let me pull up Spotify. Definitely check out Summer Bummer.
That's a fun name.
It's way cooler than it sounds. ASAP Rocky was on this album. There's actually a lot of collaborations.
You say Aesop Rock?
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, there's a band called Aesop Rock. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's so close. There's like 2.
There's also a rapper called Aesop. It's weird.
I think it's just,
What a
this guy is
coincidence.
ASAP Rocky. I think he's got an at in his name.
Summer Bummer. What else? I'm writing these down in case I never listen to this episode.
I was about to say, why are you writing it down?
Right. Heroin,
Hair on.
Get Free, and let's see what else. In My Feelings.
In the fields.
Yeah. In My Feelings is got a lot of attitude that we haven't really heard from Lana before. This whole album is you
Period album.
You can really hear the nice. You can really hear the growth in her, not just musically, but lyrically, like how she just I don't know, she's still kind of hung up on
Menstruation.
a dude a little bit, but like you can hear more anger about it, more like,
Then sadness.
you got me in my fucking feelings. She says fucking feelings, so it's,
No summer sadness. No,
No.
summertime sadness.
but Summer Bummer.
Summer bummer.
So,
So she's still a bit
no,
bummed out.
it's better. It's
but-
much
Still
better.
the summer.
Yeah.
Much
Still the
better
summer.
song.
Hasn't changed.
But
She's obsessed with summer. Like if
Well,
you ever
you know,
hear her say,
She doesn't
"Endless
like going to
summer,"
school.
She actually got kicked out, and when she was young, and went
So
to.
she's an infinite summer.
yeah.
That's
Ooh,
nice.
She would love that.
I think depending on where you are, summer is kind of cool.
she's
'Cause, like
She's
like,
either in New York or she's in like
yeah, like summers in
LA.
the north,
Right.
fucking fantastic.
Right. Right.
Summers down here,
Fuck me, I'm
Fucking-
dying.
Or if you have abusive parents, summers probably suck.
That's fucking truth, man.
Yeah.
Because you're around them more often.
Oh.
I suppose.
That didn't happen
Remember
to
A
us.
Child Called It? Not about Pennywise.
Okay.
But A Child Called It, the book.
I cried so fucking
That fucking
hard.
book fucked me up, bro.
Yeah. Did you ever read any of the?
But it made me
the
appreciative.
others? Oh, of course.
No, I don't know how to read.
No, I read that when I was 13. After you had read it,
Right, right.
and
Dan Pilzer or Pilsner or
Pel-
something like that.
Peltzer, something
Peltzer,
like that. Yeah. At this time, I was having like peak problems with my parents, like especially my mom, because we lived with mom.
Yeah. Made you appreciative, didn't it?
Sure, fucking did.
Yeah.
We still fought, but I didn't think she was a horrible
She
person.
didn't try to kill you.
She didn't fucking stab me in the. Spoiler alert! She didn't stab me in the abdomen
Or put that poisonous gas where he had to put that rag on his face.
or sit me on top of a hot stove.
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit.
With my bare ass.
Yeah. Nico, you'd like this book. It's very warm.
All of our listeners are just like,
I've never read this book, so everything you're saying, what?
I
a
have
child.
it. I
It's
do have
just a
it.
small child getting abused by his mother.
That's
It's
crazy.
fucking horrible.
And instead of becoming a serial
survived.
killer like most of them,
It's based off of a true story.
Okay.
yeah,
That's why
he's
it's
the
appealing.
he's the writer. He's the author.
It's
Oh.
appealing because
Yeah.
it's
I think I knew that.
inspirational, like to, keep going no matter what happens to you in your life.
But he didn't dress up like a clown and kill 33 boys. So,
Sure. True.
guess we're grateful.
We got Lana. Lana's
Del Rey.
been good.
So is there a Lana song that you want to jam, or is there what else have you been jamming besides Lana?
Let's see. Poppy.
I've heard you talk a lot about this Poppy.
That Poppy.
That Poppy.
I wanted to go see her in November at the House of Blues, but she sold out real fucking quick.
Man, she sold out from the beginning.
Her whole thing is that she's a sellout.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
the
the
whole
deep meaning behind it.
Yeah.
The fact that she's a sellout.
That's
What was
why
it?
her
That
name's
Money
Poppy.
song?
I love Money. That's
Is that
a
what it's
great
called?
song. Yeah.
Money? Yeah, it's just like so
It's really cute.
obvious. Like it's satire of
Yeah.
what music has become.
Pop music.
Like it's really satire of Britney Spears to me because it's like all the lyrics are very what the media wants you.
It's also partially like it is true because she does talk about some like, you know, when I was a little girl, I used to think it was wrong for wanting diamonds and pearls.
Right.
You know, so it's just like she came from nothing.
Right.
And now she's real focused on like I just fucking want money. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But the song I really like that she came out with recently is called Interweb. Mm-hmm. And it's so cute, and it's not just cute, but it's really cool. It's like new disco.
Right,
You
right.
would love it.
I love new disco.
You would. It's on my new disco playlist. A new disco electro pop.
Okay, with new disco.
I'm gonna. By the way, I'm gonna add some of the stuff from the
Yeah.
playlist to that playlist.
Cool.
You want to go listen? That song?
Interweb, yeah, by that.
Is that
Poppy.
your song for the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's it called?
Interweb, all one word.
I forgot what my password is. Maybe it's password 123. I feel the technology beat deep inside of me, These days I don't have far to go now that I got you on my screen. When you're down and you're alone, I'll be there watching. And I caught you in my interweb. I caught you in my internet. Well, maybe I'm a spider, or maybe I'm a fisherman. La 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 la
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of freaky.
It's kind of cool.
I figured you'd really like it.
No, I did. Absolutely.
Yeah, you should watch her just like her normal videos that aren't
Yeah.
music videos.
I've seen those
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I know who Poppy is.
Yeah.
But she's weird.
fucking
And that's what I like because it's almost like you can really kind of see through all the bullshit real easy, like because of how she pushes the fakeness.
Well, she
Like,
has a director, Titanic Sinclair. He had a project with Brittany Sheets, used to go by Mars Argo.
is that not
Argo.
Mars Argo?
That is not Mars Argo. That
I
is
thought it
her
was the
name's
same
Moira.
person.
Oh my God, you and Brent, I swear to God, they are not the same person. But Mars Argo or Brittany Sheets, I think she's coming back as Brittany Sheets, is coming back. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
They're alluding to it.
Right.
I'm kind of friends with this guy, Repzilla, who does conspiracy theories.
Oh, I know
about...
Repzilla. We're tight.
No, you don't.
I don't know.
But he does conspiracy theories on Poppy and Mars Argo and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're like Snapchat friends, so
Yeah.
you know. But
But I think it'd be a lot less like conspiracy theories because it seems like it's very obvious satire to a certain degree.
oh, he's funny about it. He's
It doesn't feel like she's being deceptive like on purpose. Like
it's an act. It's a character.
It's an act,
Poppy
absolutely.
is a character.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like she's being deceitful.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean that she's being like
she's not lying to us. She's just playing a role.
right. And so I mean it just kind of seems weird to consider it conspiracy theory because there's
He's having fun with it. He's
Right,
just
right.
It's all like him just being real
right,
adorable about it.
But it seems like he's also probably like because I think I've seen his videos before.
Maybe.
Because
If you search Poppy, you'll probably find.
well,
his
I've seen the
videos.
Poppy videos, and then I've seen videos on Poppy about like the psychology behind it.
Oh, a lot of people though have done that though, where
Okay.
they kind of break down that
Why
Poppy.
she does things the way she does. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
he's real Southern. He's from, I think he's from Georgia,
Yeah.
and he's just, it's like he's got his own character. You
Well,
know?
I've seen the "Hi, I'm Poppy."
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Poppy, and
I'm
like for
Poppy.
like 10 minutes.
I'm Poppy.
she
There's a
goes,
lot of
"I'm
those
Poppy.
where she does
I'm
the
Poppy."
same thing for like 10 minutes. Like, she also reads, like, one of the first videos is her reading from the Bible.
It's,
with a little
it's
microphone.
mesmerizing, actually.
Yes. It's very, it's hypnotic.
Yeah.
Is what it is. And that's on purpose. That's the whole style
Right.
is to be hypnotic and draw you in, because I found myself like, yeah, I'm going to fucking join the cult of Poppy. Fuck
Right.
yeah.
I never joined the cult of Poppy, but I think it was a
About
really
to.
cool
Shit.
concept. Like,
I found her and I was real freaked out, but like really intrigued, which is what you're supposed to, how you're supposed to react.
yeah.
That's what they did their job, you know.
I do
then
like
I just got
this
obsessed.
track for sure though. Like I like the new disco, and that's kind of something that I've been into for kind of a while now. New disco, probably starting with
Electric Six. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking of, like kind of like the just during the chorus, or not
Yeah.
the la 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 part.
It's
but
like that.
It's the bass line, man, makes you just want to
Yeah.
move.
That's my
you
favorite
know?
part. I think that's what makes new disco almost like that sort of bass.
That funky.
You know, or sometimes you got the guitar that's like wah wah. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
high notes. You know, with a lot of reverb on it, like wah wah wah. You know,
Wow.
I want to get a duck in my band, my new disco band.
I really wish you would.
I could play a duck. That's cool, man. I'll be that duck.
I'm talking about a real duck, bitch. No,
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
I want to say though, because I haven't, all that I've said about Poppy is that I thought it was cool. As far as that music video goes, which we were watching the music video while we were listening to the song, it made me think of Black Mirror for some odd reason.
You know, it's kind of got that vibe to it, though.
It has like a futuristic technology, like
Yes.
the type of music video that
Yeah.
you would see in like 2038 or something like that.
That's the whole
Right.
point, is like it's supposed to be super clean and
It's supposed to make you
futuristic
think
and-
about why the future is creepy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what Black Mirror is. That's what kind of this is.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, one of the things that Repzilla talks about is like, is Poppy just AI? Is she artificial intelligence? And she's not, but it's funny.
Right. That's what she's saying. And
Yeah.
in all of her tracks is like that she's AI. She's not real.
Very obsessed with the internet. Like, okay,
Yeah.
the show that Titanic Sinclair used to have with Brittany Sheets or Mars Argo was called just Computer Show.
Yeah.
It's the channel's grocerybag.tv, and they did a lot of weird shit too. Their video Delete Your Facebook is still on YouTube. A lot of their videos were taken down, but that video is fucking awesome. And they also had, Mars Argo was kind of a band as well.
Right.
And it's a lot different. It's not as futuristic.
Yeah.
It seems more 90s indie alternative kinda.
Right. I know I've seen videos of Mars Argo, but I couldn't tell you what they were.
I'll have to send you
I know
something.
that now what was I gonna say? This stuff is good. Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
The Pearl Eye Boogers,
Yeah, those are a bit
pretty
weird.
fucking cool.
On both sides of the eye. Yeah,
I
no,
thought
they're
the dancers in the background were really cool.
I like that in the beginning of the song, she like kind of brings like everybody on that same page, like everybody like can connect to password 123.
Yeah.
Like
cool.
like
Maybe
ah,
it's password 1, 2,
that's
3.
funny. I
Yeah.
don't know why it's funny.
No, it's funny. Kind of reminds me of Granny a little bit.
Was
like-
that her password?
No, I think it was like her old dog or something.
Password 123 was the
Probably-
name of her dog.
Probably. Can I name my dog that, please? I guess I could. I don't have a
Hey,
dog.
password 123, get the fuck over here. I got
This
food.
shit's hilarious. Doesn't come at password. Comes at password 123. If you put 321,
You can't.
it's case
If you
sensitive.
shorten it, it's got to be
You have to say
word
password.
123.
You can't say password. You have to say password because it's case sensitive.
It is usually.
He won't come.
It's a bigger P.
Right.
I need to take a pretty big pee right now.
Hey, man, I tell you what, these ocean waters are the shit, bro.
They're really delicious.
Indeed, they are. So, John, what you been jamming?
Well, I got a whole list, man.
What you been jamming?
I'll keep it easy, though. Okay. I'll have to say that, my favorite podcast, Last Podcast on the Left.
Yes.
Their last episode.
Oh, is that what your shirt is? I'm just kidding.
Their last, yeah, I'm a fan. Their last episode was on black metal.
Oh, shit.
So they taught us about the beginning of black metal, and a band called Mayhem was like the original fucking shit. And so I started listening to Mayhem. Apparently, like, the lead singer shot himself in the head.
Oh, shit.
And they were just so metal about it. The cover for the next album was him with his brain splattered everywhere.
That's metal as fuck.
Oh,
That's
my God.
fucking metal as fuck.
That's undisputably metal as fuck, but
The lead singer's name was Death. This is the beginning of death metal. And so everybody in death metal's always, like, respected that guy because, like, he was, like, real fucking...
Yeah.
That's where it's a lifestyle, not a music genre.
Yeah.
You know, because the whole thing is based upon being cult, real cult. You know, that's how they talk.
Yeah.
I'm Norwegian, guys. So I listened to that, and then it kind of put me into a vibe where I wanted to start listening to some Merciful Fate and King Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
Which King Diamond is the singer of Merciful Fate.
Oh, okay.
And so I listened to Welcome Home. I think it's Welcome Home is the one where he's like, Grandma, what was it like
to be on the holiday side. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like,
The let me help you out of your chair, Grandma.
yeah. It's like Iron Maiden without the vibrato.
I want to say that to Granny. Let me help you out of your chair, Grandma.
And then I started listening to Barzum, which was another one that they mentioned, where this guy, like, legit killed the other guy from Mayhem,
Oh my
the
God.
singer, or the guitar player from Mayhem. And Barzum, I think, just got out, like, he was in for like 20 years, then he just got out, and he's got, like, really political shit. So he's kind of like a Charles Manson.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
And then out of nowhere, I was in the mood to listen to some Elvis Presley. I'm not kidding. I listened to, like, a lot of the earlier stuff.
Did anything... earlier stuff.
No, like, I went...
I can't
like,
with you, John. I can't with you right now.
I mean, the album he just put out is lit, but...
I'm waiting for this new one, man. I'm waiting for this new album to
The
come
next
out.
one's gonna be more lit, dude. I'm telling you.
He's gonna remix Hound Dog, man. He's gonna remix that shit with A$AP Rocky.
He's got Justin Timberlake on the album.
Oh, it's gonna be lit as fuck.
No, but I mean, like, I
Why
scrolled down...
Why did you want to listen to Elvis?
Well, because we had been you and I have been talking about showcase specials and doing something that's like, you know, kind of different concepts that are just kind of far out of what we usually just like to do, you know, and I think that Elvis Presley's one of those that are, you know, like, he's a legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely want to do some showcases on some legends. So out of nowhere, out of fucking wild hair, I've got Spotify. And so I did not realize that this guy has like 50 to 60 or like a crazy amount just on Spotify albums.
No.
Like, I've never had to scroll down like I've scrolled down whenever I did on Elvis. And so whenever I say that, like, his earlier stuff, I mean, like, maybe the first 10 albums, which is still, like, a small percentage.
It's like a fifth.
It's like before you even get to Hound Dog, you know what I mean?
Like his underground shit before he got big. Yeah.
Before he started shaking his hips.
Yeah.
It was before he met Forrest Gump as a
I
kid.
tell you,
I watched it recently.
yeah. I tell you, like, my first, or the one that I like so far out of the first 10 albums or whatever was, my favorite one is definitely, the Teddy Bear song.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be your teddy
Shut the
bear.
fuck up.
That
Because
shit.
Atticus fucking sings that shit every... Oh, God. I know he's listening to
that
this
song
right now.
was so good.
He used to sing that shit every fucking night, but thank God it's only, like, 2 minutes, a minute and a half long.
Shout out to Atticus.
Shout out to Atticus. This is King Atticus. I love you. I love you, man. Have y'all do a Kid Rock's showcase? You should do it with Atticus.
I feel like he would take it serious and we'd just be like fucking around the whole time. Like,
Wait, you
We
already
just be
did.
laughing the whole time.
You
Yeah, we
already
did.
did a Kid Rock.
yeah.
Yeah, we were serious on that one
He
for
was
sure.
Yeah,
so
pretty serious.
he was so excited when I told him or when he saw that there was a Kid Rock. He came to me and he was like, "Oh, I saw they did a Kid Rock. I haven't listened to it yet," and I could not contain my laughter.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Hey, but I don't know if you guys realize this. I know a lot of people didn't notice it when they heard that episode, but like in the middle of the song
looked
that
for it.
plays, did you? Mm-hmm. There's like a funny little part that I threw in there, like in the middle of the what was it? What was that track that I played?
Was it elevator music?
It was a Careless Whisper
Oh yeah.
saxophone part.
So basically elevator
loop.
music.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Which part of me was like, whenever we were coming up with that, I was like, "Careless Whisper" is kind of an okay song. So you're like, it makes it sounds funny to like play a song that nobody would like
No, but
over and over again.
to loop it.
Yeah.
but to loop it on that one
Completely
fucking
different.
part,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's funny as shit.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it gets even stronger every. Like it's like, oh god.
It reminds me of a Sexy Sax Man.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about that before on the podcast.
Yeah, that guy's funny.
That shit's
That's what I
hilarious.
want to do.
It looks
I want
like
to do that with my life.
old guitarist John Clark.
Yeah.
It looks like him, and that was when I first saw it. Was when we were friends and we're in a band, and John used to play saxophone back in the day. So I'm like,
Right.
Is
Could
this
be him.
you?
Yeah. Well, basically, for Nico and our listeners that may not know what the fuck we're talking about, it's a guy that just goes into public places
Shirtless.
where people are busy and doing shit, and just out of nowhere he like
Malls.
ruins whatever the fuck they're doing with
his
on the
saxophone.
saxophone. Like
That's awesome.
Careless Whisper. It's like going into like a McDonald's just to.
And security's laughing while they're escorting him out, and they're like, "Don't play that song again. Don't you play it one more time." And he's like, his cameraman's like, "Hey, what's that one song?"
So also been listening to a little bit of Vic Mensa.
What's that?
Vic Mensa is a rapper. He just came out with an album, and that's on that playlist.
Nice.
And basically, I heard it on a Hamill Burris episode, and he was talking about how he really loved Weezer a lot.
Yeah.
And so he put Weezer in his song.
Oh, I know what song.
Oh,
you're talking
that's
about.
cool.
Yeah. Basically, it was like the beat was from a Weezer instrumental, and he had it already set up, and he had to go to a Rivers Cuomo and ask him because he thought maybe that was kind of like the decent thing to do.
It is.
And then Rivers was like all like interested in his story, like about what the
Yeah.
song is about, because
Yeah.
the song's about like being in love with two people at the same time.
Oh snap!
Been there before.
What was it? I forgot the name of the song, but it's so fucking good.
I have to check it out.
But basically, it's called Homewrecker. But it's pretty fucking good, and Rivers Cuomo ended up getting to sing at the end of the track.
Oh, cool.
But I listened to the whole album. I love the fucking whole album. And like at the beginning of the album, he goes, "Shout out to Weezer."
Here it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just add that to
Yeah.
the playlist.
that's a good idea. But I like the whole fucking album. I'd say there's 5 hot tracks that I go back to, and "Gorgeous" is one of my favorite ones.
I think that's the one I heard with you.
Yeah, I got that one on the playlist, and I've got other ones too. One where he talks about like the guy that killed his brother, and so he
The Twin Brothers.
no. Vic Mensa has a song where he talks about he's talking to his brother
Oh, okay.
from heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Heaven on earth.
That one. Okay.
He's got a whole verse where he's talking to his brother. The second verse is his brother talking down to him, which is kind of weird because he talks about how Kurt Cobain has been jamming his music, and that's kind of like a dick move to me.
Yeah, that's
It's like you got to hear it to know what I'm talking about. But it's called Heaven on Earth. And then the third verse is the guy who killed his brother has a verse. Like this is all in Vic's voice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
like R. Kelly.
Yeah,
trapped in the closet.
it's a story, and it's really interesting to me. But I've been listening to that,
That's cool.
and then maybe I'll go again. Nico, do you want to like? I'm about halfway in my list. Should I continue the list?
Go for it. I want to hear your song of the day. So let's go down this list all the way down to your song of the day.
I've been listening to Zeal and Ardor. Okay, Zeal and Ardor is you shaking your head?
You're the master of obscure shit.
Okay,
I'm just
That's the most beautiful. Sorry, that's the most beautiful thing about Spotify. Is that you get you dive into these really weird worlds of artists that you've never heard of. And I remember one time I just went on some strange like wormhole of artists and bands, and like I found somebody and like I love their music, and I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Where did you find this?" And I was like, I went on a long wormhole,
rabbit hole, dude.
Just it kept going and going until I finally got to this guy, and it was like,
That's my life.
yeah.
Yep.
That's my favorite thing to do is find obscure things that I love.
Just go down a rabbit hole.
I do that, but not at all for like obscure stuff, like that music that we would listen to in the when we were going our walks on the trail, me, you, and Amanda.
Oh, yeah.
Like that real like beautiful kind of music.
Oh, the acoustic guitar. Yeah.
There's a band.
Message to Bears.
Message to Bears.
Yeah.
It's the perfect band
What's
name.
the message?
I don't know, but it's the most beautiful music in the world.
Is it because it's not for us?
It's
for
lyricless.
bears?
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
You have to
So
be.
Beautiful
y'all
acoustic
trying to
music.
talk to bears on your walks?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're being a pain in the ass right now, man. I'm trying to talk about.
It wouldn't be a real talk without
I'm
being a
trying
pain in the
to
ass.
talk about Message to Bears. Okay, no, but yeah, I do the exact same thing that you do, but I go, I guess, towards the lighter path.
Yeah.
You know.
So on the dark path, there's a band called Zeal and Ardor, which Lee ended up messaging me, telling me about.
Oh, cool.
And basically, it's like the concept is slave chants, like old school slave chants, mixed with satanic black metal.
Holy fuck.
And it is fucking awesome. The lead singer looks like Myron. And
Shout out to that dude, the fucking Fonzarelli of Huntsville, man.
so basically, the music is good, but it's really just like a side project for that guy. I don't remember his main project, but like the album that I've been listening to, I fucking love. It's one of those you kind of got to listen to it a few times to really love, you know. But because it's so obscure, I ended up finding that guy's playlist and then looking at the shit that guy listens to. And I found this band on there called Slag and Cullet. And
Is it European? Is it
it is definitely kind of
British?
it's European of some kind. It's not British. I'm not sure what country it's
Just because
from.
of the word slag.
It's like Norway or something like that. I can't. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's Norway, but it's somewhere far away that I don't understand. Their lyrics are all English, but on their Facebook page, it's all
Whatever language they speak.
right. It's kind of like a German style of lettering and stuff like that. But,
Okay.
or Russian. I don't know. It's all the same to me if it's not English. Y'all look the same to me.
Pretty much. I think I made the statement when like the last one you were talking about, like the slave chants.
Yeah, Zeal and Ardor.
And like satanic music or whatever it was called. Like satanic like slave core music or something. Like I was thinking like
Oh my god.
because like all these.
Let me tell you how that started. Actually,
Okay, please.
basically, he was in a project and he was asking social media, "Hey, man, what kind of project would you like to hear me do?" And then one person put black metal, and then the other person put N-word music.
Holy shit.
And then he, instead of being upset about it, because he's a black guy.
Yeah.
Instead of being upset about it, he was like, "Well, let's get to the core of this."
Right?
You know, and he thought it would be a great idea to mix them, and it fucking worked. Like you can hear, like for percussion, like chains and stuff being dropped, kind of like the Johnny Cash album.
Okay,
that
yeah.
had chains dropping and
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And so it's got that feel to it. It's pretty fucking cool, and it's got a lot in it. Everybody's skilled. They've got like 2 side vocalists. All they do is just sing the backup, and one of them screams like a crazy, like heavy scream, but they both sing like different things at the same time. Like, it just sounds fucking good.
I'm very intrigued now.
I was gonna ask, is it like screaming, kind of like "Great Gig in the Sky" by Pink Floyd, like whenever she loses it, or like actual like?
No, it's the metal parts.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like.
Not just like wailing.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
wailing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, damn it, is she wailing? Oh my god.
There you go, that's what it is.
There's like
I
one
love
part
her.
in that wailing moment where like she really lets go.
Where
like
she's like,
it's
"Wah!
that part. That part. Like I genuinely love the sound of people losing it.
Yes.
And like to me, that's like her when she's like fully like, oh shit, I'm like totally lost it.
Audience, we're talking about Pink Floyd, Great Gig in the Sky.
Yeah.
Fucking
One of
incredible.
the best damn songs ever.
Ever. And there's not a goddamn word.
Yeah.
Not a real word in
Yeah.
that.
That was a great track. And I mean, every time I hear it, my image in my head is the tornado. And
I was about to say,
Yeah.
if you take that journey, if you go, the
because
Wizard of Oz.
I think that's a normal thing, isn't it? Listening to
yeah,
That's
it's
the thing.
Wizard of Oz.
but it's one of those things where like if you listen to it that way, like there's really no other.
There's no other- there's no
can't go
going back.
You can't go. You've
Yeah.
seen where the Yellow Brick Road goes.
Okay.
Like,
So, all right. Y'all know John Ryan? John
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan?
yeah, I know.
Coolest motherfucker ever. You want to have him at your party.
quick tangent. I remember I was at a party with him, Ian McPhail, a few other gents, and we found out that that John Ryan didn't ever watch Seinfeld.
Oh
and-
my God.
And we kicked the shit out of him, and we threw him down a hill. Anyways, go on.
So John Ryan's one of the nicest people ever.
But
I
he's
seen him
never
last
seen
night.
Seinfeld.
Never
so
seen
fuck him.
Seinfeld, so fucking no. I went over,
Seinfeld sucked.
hung out with him, and Heather and some dude, don't remember who he was, but we were watching the movie Gravity.
Oh, okay, that's a great movie.
No audio. He synced it up to a Sugar Ross album. Sugar Ross it's not spelled how it sounds.
Okay.
And it matched up perfectly, and it was so beautiful.
That's awesome.
It was out of this fucking world.
No, that's actually like a really like beautiful movie like by itself.
Yeah. Oh, you would love that album then. Like
Okay.
you would like it. I know
Okay.
you, Nico, would like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it already.
Yeah,
I'll just send it to you.
good stuff. Yeah.
And those are fun when that shit syncs up. though.
Yeah, like the first time I ever took that with the Wizard of Oz journey with Pink Floyd, and the tornado came
Yeah.
and Great Gig in the Sky happened. I was like,
It's perfection.
That was the best part.
That's like one of those like the only other moment in life that's that perfect is whenever you're listening to a song and you have your blinker on in your car.
And it matches the beat.
It's the exact same tempo as the song.
And it doesn't change the tempo.
Don't fucking lie to me. Tell me like that has to be like the most perfect moment in life
My,
for a musician.
Pretty
For a musician,
fantastic.
someone who's not like doesn't dig that sort of thing, they're probably like, oh, I don't get it. What's the big fucking deal? But
Anytime something is matching up to the beat of the music I'm listening to, I'm just like, fuck yeah.
yeah, every time I listen to "Don't Feel Like Dancing" by Scissor Sisters and I'm walking, it's like this is like the most perfect fucking moment of my day.
You walk at 120 BPM.
I walk at a pretty moderate pace, so whenever that song comes on,
One of the reasons that I got into Scissor Sisters in the first place is because Jake Shears sounds a lot like, what's his name? Barry Gibb from Bee Gees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
yeah.
one of the main reasons. And it was that album, Ta-Da,
Yeah.
that I was the first album I listened to. And just like with the Bee Gees, how like Staying Alive makes you walk to the
Yeah.
beat, and like it gives you a little bit of like flair.
Yeah, no, yeah. If
new disco.
if you totally walk normally while you're listening to
you
that,
attitude.
as soon as the chorus hits, you're gonna be like pointing at people, like no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about don't feel like dancing, dancing. Like you're just gonna be like pointing people out. Like you feeling this? You feeling this shit? Like that's how I feel every time I'm walking.
Why aren't you
listening to that
dancing?
song.
I continuously listen to new disco in my car, and I fucking dance every time that I'm driving, and
Yeah.
I just know people are like, that guy's fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, no, I let go of that fear a long time ago, because when I got my first car, I was listening to Gogol Bordello,
Yeah, yeah,
the gypsy punk.
yeah.
It was a Super Toronto album, and I was just actually speed to
Yeah.
that. Like I was going
There's
90.
there's one song that'll make me speed every time I listen to it.
Mm.
It never fails. It's Ludacris, "Move Bitch, Get Out the Way." I'm not kidding. It really does.
awesome.
It's like such a motherfucking forehead, and if your friends come in, oh no, W
It
Mo
was-
did.
Yeah. that was on my walking playlist. I used to walk around Elkins Lake feeling like a badass, feeling like a fucking gangster.
That shit's good, dude.
Can I cut in line with the song?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna
we're
put in my song, but it's all good.
I feel like I'm gonna steal yours for some odd reason. We're talking about music that were like you dance to when you're like in the car, and like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really we did this literally yesterday.
Yeah.
And I guess it's the song. It's literally the song I've been jamming. Is it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Mystery Skulls, Ghost. Was that your song?
That's not my song, but
Thank
that's
God.
Christy's favorite song.
Okay, yeah. That's a song that I've been jamming to a lot lately, and it was one of those like I heard it. There was a Purity Ring song that did the exact same thing for me. We were listening together, and like
Which Purity Ring song?
I'll get to it in a second, but I've been called many things, but one of the things I've been called is a music snob, and it's solely for the reason that like I'll listen to a song for seconds, right? Literally seconds, and I will make the life decision: I love this song or I fucking hate this song within
Agree.
seconds,
Same.
right? And so whenever I hear a song that I've never heard before, and I love it, what's the first thing I do? Who is this? What's the name of the song?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
it? Like I have
What
to
is
know
this?
what it is.
I'm
what
the same
name of-
way for sure.
Yeah,
You don't
like,
want to lose it.
yeah,
There's a lot of
exactly.
songs that I can't get back.
I will make it a point to know what the fuck I'm listening to, like as soon as
Yeah.
possible. Like, please tell me right now what is it, and then I'll pull my phone out and I have to save it because like I need to experience this
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
You know?
Do you have Shazam?
No, I don't have Shazam. That would probably help out.
You wouldn't have to ask
But
anybody
that happened.
shit.
That happened when we listened to this Purity Ring song, which I'll
Yeah.
tell you about later.
Yeah.
And that happened again when we listened to the song. I guess we'll listen to in a moment.
Right.
And yeah, I just love everything about this song. I love the rhythm. I love the chorus. I love the sweetness and kind of like the cuteness to it because it's like
Yeah.
it has like a poppy like, but like
It's
it makes
a
you
female-
happy. It makes me happy even though the lyrics are depressing as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me generally like energetic. It makes me need to dance.
yeah.
And there's a few songs I can make. I was in between two songs that I wanted to go with. One of them always makes me dance, like literally no matter what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
And that's literally, in my opinion, and not that my opinion matters, but my opinion
matters.
of that is the greatest song of all time.
All opinions matter.
The greatest song literally of all time.
Synthesizer from Electric Six.
No, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. I don't know if you guys know that song or not. We'll listen to it later. To me, that's the greatest song ever written. Always makes me dance, no matter what mood I'm in.
Mac computer, like Macintosh?
So fucking
Big Mac?
Mystery Skulls Ghost is the other song that always makes me dance no matter what. So we can listen to that song. Right.
All right.
Kill it.
Cause the world might do me in. It's alright cause I'm with friends. Cause I'm giving up again. It doesn't matter. I've been feeling like a ghost. And it's what I hate the most. Cause I'm giving up again. This time I might just disappear. This time I might just This time I might just disappear. This time I might just disappear.
So I think what I love the most about that song,
Is the moo 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 moo
I like to think that there are cows singing that part of the song.
all over the world.
Yeah. No, but seriously, what I like the most about... I mean, it kind of is the exact reason why I think I fell in love with Shooting Stars, why I think everybody fell in love with Shooting Stars,
Yeah.
is that it has that moment where you can just dance and have fun to it. Specifically during the choruses. You know, Dune, do do do
Yeah,
do
yeah.
do do do. You know,
Billy.
yeah. It
Yeah.
just has like those little moments where you catch a rhythm to it, and it's so fun.
It's disco, man.
Yeah, and I'm totally aware of that, and I'm totally aware of the genre and all of these musics that are coming, all these songs that are coming out that are kind of like this style where it's like
Yeah.
dancey, poppy kind of. But the thing that's about these songs that stands out a little bit differently is that lyrically, it has like a melancholy to it. It
Yeah,
has like
yeah.
a sadness. So it's weird thinking disco and dancing and having fun, but the other side of the
Right.
spectrum where it's sad. Sadness,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
sadness in that happiness. You know what I mean? It's like,
It's kind of like you're dancing to it, but you're like, oh shit, I feel that, man.
Yeah.
I feel it.
It's like Hey Yeah from Outkast.
Oh, for
yeah,
real.
yeah. We were talking about that one a lot, and I personally think that the Obadiah Parker version, the acoustic version of it, is a lot. It has a lot more beauty to it than the actual version.
Is it really sad?
It is. If
I
you
love
ever,
sad, man.
If you ever saw, watch the show Scrubs, that one dude who has an a cappella group, they did a version of that song. It was really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, the actual the actual version of that song, yeah, it does kind of have like a sadness to it. I think it's somewhere in the bass and the lyrics.
Yeah.
But still, it's a fun song to dance around to and
So you were,
get on your worst behavior too.
you were mentioning Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
And the band that does that, Bag Raiders.
Bad graders, yeah.
They've got this song called "Friend Inside."
Yeah.
That's what gets me like this one. Does
I
you?
remember you told me I had to listen to that song.
Got you. I don't
Yeah.
know if you have or not.
We listened to it together.
Did we? We
No.
listened to quite a bit together.
Yeah.
That's probably why we have a show. And I was thinking maybe we should change the name to Music Snobs.
And if
if
anything,
we could go back.
no. If anything, I would give myself like my own segment where I could be like a music snob for a few seconds. 'Cause that's the only time period that I give songs a chance. Like,
That would be most of the episode right
Yeah.
there. Just a whole bunch of those segments together.
but yeah, that I really have been enjoying that song a lot. I said that I listened to that song several times throughout the day. You know, I'll put
Yeah.
it either on repeat or like I'll listen to it in the beginning of the day, and then I'll go to work, and then when I'm on my break, I'll give it a listen. It's
Yeah.
just it's a good boost. It gives me energy. It makes me have fun.
Right.
And it's one of those songs that, much like, and I hate turn it into a drinking game whenever I mention Chance the fucking rapper.
Yeah.
But whenever I listen to him, how the energy that his music gives me, kind of the same thing with this song.
Yeah, I would have to say that it's just, for me, it's like the whole new disco thing. It gives you that dancey feeling.
Yeah.
And it all starts, like I said, it started probably with Electric Six, and then it kind of moved around in different spots like Bag Raiders and stuff. But
Sisters, yeah.
my biggest one I can jam every song on the album is Foster the People.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I was listening to some of that earlier, and I was like, I did not fucking realize they were this good.
Dude, Foster the People is my top in the new disco, just because like it's not necessarily they have like one or two good songs, but like the whole discography is just like solid, you know. My favorite song from them is Best Friend,
Yeah, I like that.
and that one's solid, but there's just so many fucking good ones on that album. Torches, and then that's the Supermodel album, but Torches is good too.
Real quick, the Purity Ring song that I mentioned earlier was Dust Him.
Oh yeah, Dust Him is fucking good.
Yeah, like that was one of those first few seconds into it. John, what the fuck is this? Tell me the name of
Yeah.
the song. What is it? What is
Yeah.
it? And then whenever it goes into the chorus, I was like, ooh, this is fucking great. It has this build up, like where she's like clapping and it's like building and building and
Right.
building, and then it just goes to do 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 woo. Like it's real like chill.
Yeah. It's
like
like-
the bass kind of takes over.
It's like EDM with like really nice female vocal.
yeah.
So like there's like a whole series of stuff that I listened to that I learned about at the same time whenever I was doing the whole Pandora thing. And just kind of like I had like it would find me so many good tracks, and like there was just so much I learned from that. I don't even listen to Pandora anymore because I feel like I've got enough on my plate of what I know that I'm in the mood for. I don't really want to chance listening to any shitty songs.
I don't really listen. I don't use Pandora. Like
It's
since
a good way to learn.
Yeah, but
If you don't listen to this podcast.
right. But Spotify, because I pay for Spotify, like
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah.
I can't
feel the
deal
same
with
way.
advertisements like between songs.
Right.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you're gonna let me hear the song now.
It's not honestly my biggest complaint with Pandora is the fact that it makes you listen to songs. It gives you a limited skip amount.
And then you go to another radio and it's like advertisements,
Right.
and then they keep messing up.
But
was
like
my
I
problem.
was saying, like I'd say like stuff like Dust Hymn and New Disco and then Fantagram and stuff that are a
yeah.
little bit more EDM based. Those I
electronic.
love playing through my speakers.
Yeah.
You
sure.
know, whenever
Yeah.
I got the JBLs and I'm
That's
just
a great
like
experience whenever you could hear it in good quality.
in
like that.
pure quality. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. But I guess as I was saying, I was going into Zealand Ardor and I found Slag and Cullet, which is not a big band at all. But I can jam the fuck out of their entire album. And or one of their albums at least. It's just
Would
so
you call it a hidden gem of some
it's a
sort?
hidden gem for sure. And I tried to reach out to them on Facebook, but apparently they're not even a band anymore.
Oh, that's stupid.
Oh man.
And so they've not been a band for 5 to 10 years. And
Oh fuck.
but it's like this old school 90s alternative feel. Like I can hear elements of a lot of different things, including Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Nine Inch Nails, and a lot of elements of stuff that I like. Even Failure, the band Failure.
Oh yeah. There's one song by them that I definitely pulled from listening to music with you.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was, but
Failure's a big one for me.
yeah, I think you had it on a playlist that you made on Spotify, and then that
Blissful Apathy.
Blissful Apathy, yeah, whatever song it was that
Yeah.
you had on that playlist.
It sounds like you came up with that
Yeah.
name.
Definitely was.
There's a lot of great songs on that playlist. That playlist is pretty on point. But that was one of those songs. Was like, yeah, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, I've got that playlist, which is kind of based of songs that are like really. It's like it's happy sounding a little bit, but it's almost like really tragic, and there's not.
It's kind of like when you stop giving a fuck and you're like, oh fuck it,
Yeah.
oh well.
Just let it do its
Yeah.
thing, and then you've got a
Just
circle
rolling.
of emotions going with a blank face. You know what I mean?
That sounds really interesting. You have to send me something.
Been there before.
Yeah, I'll send you that playlist. Pretty
That's my
good.
life.
But I'm gonna go with a song from Slag and Cullet,
All right.
which is called.
I haven't. Sorry to interrupt you. I've heard you talk about these guys for like a while now, and the other band, and you told me to check them out, but I never did. So like,
I'm gonna make you listen to some Zealand Ardor
I'm
for
excited.
sure.
I'm excited.
But today I'm gonna use Slag and Cullet
Okay.
and the song Splinter.
Give me, give me, give me, give me things to adore. Slap me, slap me, slap me, slap me until I'm sore. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me until I spit. Inject, 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 inject all of it. Oh, I will always be the one who disappoints you. I will always be the one who annoys you. Fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me. I'm your whore. Give me, give me, give me, give me. I need more.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'm not fucking with y'all. I was about to cry.
Really?
Like it, not in a like I'm so sad kind of way,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like when things are just really,
Deep.
really good,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
just really good. It didn't have to be sad.
Yeah.
Like I like start to laugh a little bit and then I want to cry because it's so good.
Hidden gem, because like on Spotify they make it. You know how on Spotify, like if it's just like an early band just starting, you know they've got that under 1,000 mark. It doesn't say how many listens.
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
says under 1,000. This band's just barely over 1,000.
Holy shit, that sucks. That
Some of
they're
their
not
songs are well under.
They're not a band anymore.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's real unfortunate.
You know what
Yeah.
I heard in that
What?
was Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, did
especially
you?
the vocals during the verses.
Well, a lot of their songs are way different, and the writing
okay.
to me is not that great necessarily. Like the lyrics, like it's pretty good, but like to me, it's like it's well done for somebody who's foreign.
Oh, they're foreign. Oh,
they're
okay.
foreign. They're doing
just mentioned
English. Yeah, but their music is like something I do. Like
That's kind of what I thought about, like Lacuna Coil when they
Right.
started out.
But like the guitar, like that's my style of guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love playing. Like some of the softer stuff that kind of bends a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But even
and
that
then
piano there reminds me of
Nine Inch
you.
Nails,
But
yeah.
it reminds me of you when we were just hanging out during the summers
sure.
and you would just play the piano.
Yeah.
And just all these little like sounds you could come
No,
up with.
I'd found with this band
Mm-hmm.
a band that like I connect to in a weird way.
Yeah, no,
And
I
it's
feel you.
it's very unfortunate that they're not a bigger band or they never really did anything.
How
It
many-
seems like they could have, reached out to
could've
some
done
sort of
more.
market with like their style. Like it's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
could have.
I mean, yeah. I wish that I could find more information on them, but they weren't big enough for me to be able to. And,
Did they
and most of
ever-
the stuff's in another language too, so it's really hard for me to
that's
figure out.
Did you look at
Their
like
Facebook.
Wikipedia or
There's no Wikipedia on them.
There's no wiki of them? That's crazy.
No wiki on them, and their Facebook page. I
Just in
messaged
you can't,
them.
You can't put it like translate or anything like there's a button.
Only
you can
so
press.
far. I've done that for
Oh,
sure,
okay.
but only some stuff like that. Like I said, it's just it was a up and coming. It may be a side project for somebody there, and I
I
wouldn't
would
know how
see
to
who's
figure
in
out.
it and what else they're doing.
I've looked it up a little bit. I
Yeah.
could spend more time on it, but either way, it's like that one album, Splinter, was really fucking solid.
You
and-
like the whole album?
Yeah, well, I like a lot of it.
Okay.
There's some parts that I don't really like but parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like most of the songs have, are all together pretty well. But then again, there's just some stuff that bothers me, like on like how they phrase certain words. But that could just be
It's the
foreign aspect.
the
of it.
foreign aspect.
kind of have to embrace it. Like I said, Lacuna Coil. They're Italian. You
Yeah.
know, Christina Scabbia, the way she pronounces certain words,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning.
Right. You could tell there's a lot of hurdles. And so
Yeah.
you can build so much respect for that alone, but
Oh, fuck
if
yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't see the hurdles there, then it's easy to dismiss it.
It's kind of like listening to like whenever you and I would make music and we let each other listen to it,
Yeah.
and it's like you can hear through certain things.
Yeah.
You can
Right,
hear
right.
through like the bad mixing or like
Yeah,
you know,
certainly.
if you clean this up, it would be really good. You can hear that
Yeah.
potential.
Sure. But that's also like a problem too, being able to see through certain things, because that's why people have other people master their music,
Right.
instead of the people that actually worked on the mixing, but it's all about learning exactly what kind of bias you already have or how
Yeah.
you're already reading through it. But yeah,
It's always good to get another
listening
opinion.
to this band because I feel it, I vibe with it.
What are they called again?
Slag and Cullet.
Slag and Cullet. In Cullet.
I
Like
made that.
I-N?
Yes, I made that problem several times.
Oh, you looked
in
up
the
slag
searching.
and.
Yeah, and if you notice, the drum said SIC, like sick. Slag and Cullet.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
It's sick, brah.
I want to go ahead and mention that they have a very lovely woman playing the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that is always
That's always awesome.
That's always a
Female
winner for me.
bassists
it's always
are
on Nico's mind.
hot.
I'm just saying Paz from Perfect Circle, that moment from Judith.
Yeah, when she fixes her hair.
Oh my god.
Man, not even to mention what's that band? Tips Don't Touch.
Yeah.
Shut the
Hot
fuck
fucking
up.
bass player.
Bass player is Bay, for sure.
So I've been listening to that, and then a little bit of Mystery Skulls, of course, because I
Yeah.
don't have a choice because my bae.
The Bay.
Yeah. She doesn't like when I say bae either. So
This is your outlet. This is your chance to finally
My chance.
get all those bays out that you've
Ba- ba-
wanted
ba-
to
ba-
say.
ba-
Christy.
I'll listen to some Head PE,
Oh
Okay.
my god.
and that
Memories.
shit's wild. That guy's
Should I stick around? Yeah,
that
oh
guy's
my
pretty
God.
heavy, man.
Yeah, that shit is so depressing, but it's such a fun song.
That one, yeah. I listened to one that had the chick from Kitty, which Elias loves Kitty now.
Nice.
But it had the chick from Kitty doing the vocals on it. It just gets kind of like gangster punk metal, you know?
Kinkster
Head PE.
punk metal? Kinkster?
What did I say?
Did you say Kinkster punk?
I think you wanted to say gangster
And you said
punk
Kinkster?
metal, but I think yeah.
Kinkster. No, it's Kinkster.
This is why I don't get on FetLife, because my family's on FetLife.
No, I'm not on FetLife.
Thank fuck.
Oh, yeah, and I've been listening to a lot of Bad Baby.
Bad baby.
You know who Bad Baby is? Cash Me Outside.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah, she put out a music video.
She put out an album.
But no, there's a video that's like the words are misspelled weird or
Yeah.
I forget what the name
Bad
of
Baby is misspelled. There's
Yeah.
2 H's in Bad Baby.
Yeah.
That was her Instagram name.
Yeah.
I hate that I know that.
You're talking about These Hoes.
These hoes. Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
It was HEUX or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. These Hoe. It was really what it would be.
yeah.
These hoe.
It was terrible.
Cash Me Outside.
That's the
How about
fucking
that?
terrible music.
No, I haven't been. I listened to one song, and it wasn't terrible in like the music part, but the singing was obviously retarded.
Yeah.
But you know, at least she's doing something with her life. You know, I mean, she could be on drugs and you know,
I just
slutting around like These Hoe.
You know, if she was of age, someone would have made a porn offer to her by now. Like,
I'm sure
guarantee
that
you.
I'm
there
sure that's
was.
already a
yeah,
thing.
there's
Like-
already
like-
a thing.
like-
somewhere.
but we would get arrested for looking at it.
like
Yeah, let's
all,
not check that
all,
out, thank
all
you.
of the companies are already just waiting. Like they have the
are
calendar.
waiting.
They have the X on her birthday. It's like this is when we're gonna
gonna
make
make
the money, guys.
so much fucking
And by
money.
that time, she's already gonna be faded, and
her
nobody's gonna
teeth
remember her.
are non-existent
Yeah,
in this scenario
yeah.
Yeah.
in the future.
I wonder how much shit the Olsen twins got.
Oh, poor.
Oh yeah, that would have been. Oh, yeah, they're dead.
Don't get me on this subject of like Hollywood and pedophilia because I will literally go forever talking about it.
I remember when who was it? I think it was when Lindsay Lohan turned 18. Everyone was freaking out trying to get her, and then I think it was there was some actress. I don't remember who it was, but like whenever she turned 18, like there's this huge like she's legal. Like I forget who it was, but like
That's
yeah,
gross.
Hermione?
no.
Emma
Yeah,
Watson?
Emma
Yeah.
Watson.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, like there was this whole thing like, hey guys, she's legal now.
I've seen a lot of porn where they pasted young Emma Watson's face.
Oh,
yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 4chan
Yeah.
Well, 4chan's not like an entity, though.
years ago.
It's just like a network.
I know.
Don't you hate it whenever like you try to type in like a celebrity's like porn tape and then it's like the imitator of the celebrity like the Miley Cyrus one is like just a terrible woman that looks kind of like her, but
Why are you looking for Miley Cyrus
I mean
porn?
I'm just saying that's an example.
Those teeth, though.
If you try looking up the Emma Watson porno, it's like a girl looks sort of like her, but it's definitely not. You know it's not.
Yeah.
her.
See, I wondered why I keep running into online that Tupac double.
I knew you were going to use a man. I knew you were going to say use a male person. That's hilarious.
Anyways.
John, you're predictable.
Am I?
A little bit.
That's not
you,
good
You
for
have
comedian.
you have that look in your face,
Yeah,
look in
you
your
do.
eye, where it's like, I got this
You're
fucker
so
up my,
excited.
I got this motherfucker up my sleeve. I'm about to unleash on you guys.
You get so excited.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great joke that I've got
And then
coming
you-
on
and
here.
Guys, I got a joke coming,
and then
but
you
it's not
say it,
supposed
A
to be.
diarrhea from the mouth.
Yeah, it really is. Really is.
Yeah.
It's endearing, though.
It's what makes you you.
Hey, man. Bad comedy qualities.
That's fine, because I've got it, too, because I explain jokes after the fact. That's what people
Yeah.
say is funny about me. It's not the jokes I tell.
It's the fact that you're shitty at it.
Yeah.
I had to explain why I found Pillow Talk so funny to this guy who didn't find it funny.
No.
Like he was like, I mean, it's the beat goes hard, but I mean, I don't understand what's so great about it. And I was like, no, it's supposed to be
Get
like
out of my life.
It's supposed to be like, you know, whenever you're with a chick and then she decides to stay over and you start talking about God and life, you know, like that's the joke. It's like, still, man, I don't get it. I don't see why it's so. It's just like,
Be like,
get
do you fuck with the war?
the fuck out of my face. You know, you don't fuck with the war.
This bitch don't know about Pangea.
That show's funny, man.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best damn songs ever.
Refer to our last Real Talk.
Yeah, like I listened to that song. Probably I listened to it on the ride home. Damn. I like that's one of my favorite parts. Then do you fuck with the war?
Fuck with the war?
Then the whole thing about the aliens.
Oh,
like,
you ain't eating that shit. You just wearing that shit.
That was the one I
That's
liked.
great.
Would they even fuck with our shit, or would we be able to fuck with their ships? Like
Apples to oranges.
or would they be
That's
like,
what I
damn,
got
Earth
song.
go hard? Like we could go all day. Like literally.
Why can't you compare fruit?
Yeah. There's one line that always sneaks up on me is whenever he's like talking about dinosaurs. He's like, I don't look like a bronchiosaurus. Them bitches like 30 feet tall. And then he's like, I'm like only like 5'11", but then the Bronchiosaurus chips in. But on Tinder, I'm 6 foot. Like, it's like that little moment that creeps like those like.
Yeah,
whenever-
with the wolves.
the wolves like, bitch, he'd eat your face and your pussy
too.
and your face. You know,
Face and shit.
yeah, yeah. No, that's such a very amazingly written song, as well as a professional rapper.
Yeah.
Which is a song he does with Snoop Dogg, which was really great. Which I thought, if that was the first song I ever heard by him, I'd be like, dude, this dude goes fucking hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's like one of those, like he can go a long time rapping and not lose his breath, and like, but it sounds great.
Right,
And
right. He doesn't go soft.
no, it definitely doesn't go soft.
That's good.
It goes hard the whole time. And then how he talks about how he wants to be, like, he wants to do his own thing, and he wants to be, like, well known for doing his own thing, but, like, he kind of wants to take the whole comedy, music thing, and,
Yeah.
like, take that shit to the next level.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool.
Well, I think he needs to realize that's his thing.
Oh, yeah,
He's really
I like-
fucking good at it.
I like comedy music.
Yeah.
I know that-
We always listened to comedy music back when we listened to even like Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I like Wheeler Walker Jr.
Oh yeah.
and I think I would say Electric Six has the vibe.
Sometimes they definitely do.
Insane Clown Posse for sure.
Oh my god. That's the scariest clown to me. There's your answer.
Man,
Shaggy Too Dope.
there's gonna be this big
Violent
fucking rally going on with
Oh,
the
no.
Juggalos. But
I wonder if Antifa's gonna be there to just to
it's
cause
supposed to
some
be against
bullshit.
Nazis or something like that. There's a Nazi rally at the same time.
Oh, so Antifa will be there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
We
you
need to
know-
stop rallying because people are getting killed.
Yeah.
Let's stop. Let's just all
Well, at least when you
stop.
go to one, just know you might die.
Yeah. Lauren Southern goes there with a fucking helmet. She wears a fucking helmet to all of that shit. Like at Berkeley, they had one at Berkeley recently.
But I'm definitely siding with the Juggalos in their stand.
Yeah, fuck Nazis.
Well, no. What they're really going, what they're actually walking for, is the government has Juggalos under
A
like
terrorist.
a gang.
Oh, okay.
They're considered a gang.
Not the government, but some like Southern Poverty Law Center might be someone who's probably listed them as a gang because
They're in the top 10 of the gangs in the United States.
are you fucking
It's a
kidding
big
me?
deal. Yeah.
They're a fan base. That's it.
Right. I know this.
That's
I'm aware.
ridiculous. I know that.
But,
I know,
But I'm
but
telling you, people
it's
have lost
ridiculous.
their kids for having Hatchet Man on the back of their fucking car.
Just a fucking sticker.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
This is a real
it's
fucking
like
thing.
people-
And that's why they're
yeah.
marching, because it's a big fucking deal.
They're trying to get Kekistan to be considered white supremacists.
Right.
You know, like 4chan users and
Right,
people
right. Pepe
who-
the Frog
Yeah,
type shit. Yeah.
he is considered a hate symbol. Pepe the Frog is considered a hate symbol now. From
That's crazy.
what is it? American or something Defamation League, the
Right.
ACA or ADA and the Southern Poverty Law Center consider Pepe and Kekistan to be hate groups or symbols, which is bullshit.
Right.
It's making fun of hate groups
Right.
completely.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a parody.
I'm just saying
Comedy's dead.
that I'm down with the clown, and I hope for them to get off of that list that considers them a gang, because people have lost their kids.
That's fucking horrible.
There's a lot of different things that have happened too, to where they're treated differently.
Mm-hmm.
They can pull you over if you've got a hatchet man on the back of your car.
I think that the rule of just not putting stickers on your car is probably a good rule. Just like, don't do it.
Nah, man, I'm all about expression.
I love stickers. I don't have anywhere to put them, but I love them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on my car.
I like I like stickers. I like buttons. But I also like
You can't put a button on your car.
I also like
you could try.
I like these iron-on badges that I found recently.
Yeah.
I found one
You
which
feel punk as fuck.
well, not the one that I'm thinking about getting. It's actually it's a picture of a bear.
Nice.
Big fucking surprise. And it says Bear Friend Society.
Bear Friends Society?
Bear Friend Society.
Has it come in the mail yet?
Not yet.
Are you friends with bears?
No.
You
but
used to
it's-
send them messages.
It is a small group of people. So far, there's only 2 people.
Are you coming out?
No, fuck you. It's myself and my dear good friend Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay, and she already has hers.
No.
I'm waiting to get mine.
Yeah.
It's what makes it official that you're a member of the Bear Friend Society.
That's adorable.
I've been bearing shit up for like I don't know how many years now. Right? It's time to make the shit official.
Yeah.
That I'm a member of the Bear Friend Society.
Nico's the guy that's gonna try to give one a hug and get mauled.
I wanted to wrestle a bear for the
Once.
longest time.
Just once.
When I was a kid, like I was like, those fucking bucket lists. One of those things I want to do is I want to wrestle a bear.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, no, you'd fucking die if you do that. And then
I'm so thankful for that person.
and then I was like, well, what if I wrestle with a cub? That'd be kind of fun. And it's like, either way, I would.
better-
Your mama's coming
Fucking
after
hope
you.
mama's not around.
Right.
The
That's
fuck
even
do you
worse.
think you're doing?
That's worse than just trying to hug a mama bear.
Mama
fuck with
bear
her
would be like,
cubs.
you fucked with the wrong cub.
God damn it.
But that's when I would show her my badge. I'm a member of the Bear Friend Society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah.
Start virtue signaling on Facebook so
Yeah.
that they trust you.
Yeah.
Be an ally.
Yeah. That's the whole point of this, man.
Bear allies.
But no,
How do you know a bear didn't make that?
the badge?
To lure
How do you know
in.
to lure you
To
in
eat you.
to eat you? Yeah, I mean,
Same
you don't
wavelength.
really know
I don't.
the arts and crafts.
He trusts bears. He trusts them, unlike you, John.
You're damn right. I'm prejudiced towards bears.
Fuck these bears. What kind of bears?
Man, fuck these bears.
Sorry.
That's something I want to hear somebody say in a real life situation. Fucking bears mauled all your friends. Man, fuck these
these
bears.
I ain't a bear friend. No, you just rip your patch off.
That's the next. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on these motherfucking plane. Fuck these bears.
Fuck these bears.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. And the
The
next
Samuel L. Jackson.
yeah, in the next one of those shitty like sci-fi movies, where like the killer tarantula, ice spiders, or whatever, octoshark, it could be like killer bears.
There was
Bearnito.
one. What was the? I think it was a movie that had like a giant spider that had Alice Cooper in it. What was that?
I have no idea what that is.
Shit, I don't even know. I don't watch those. If it has a giant spider in it, I'm staying far away from it.
Do you watch Sharknado?
I haven't.
I
But
haven't either. I was
you know,
asking you.
you know Kara.
Kara.
Yeah, like little Kara.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and her son, he was oh my god, he was he was playing video games on my roommate's system and had the headset on and everything, was talking to her buddies and stuff, and he's like, "Have you ever seen Sharknado?" It was so fucking funny. Like, it was the cutest thing ever.
Kids say the darndest things.
Especially that kid. He's hilarious and a genius.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if they tested him for genius
Is that a test you can take?
Genius jeans.
Is that what Ace said, motherfucker?
You'd get real distracted and be like,
I'll
"What's
take
that?"
the same one he took, though, because that's probably my age
You'll be
limit.
tapping your fucking pencil the whole time, just
Right.
like got music in your head, like ADHD and
It
shit.
happens, man.
I'll take his. Oh, what has 4 corners?
Lots of
Rectangle.
things. Squares, rectangles, rhombuses.
Ace's bitch.
I think we're ready to
It's
wrap
getting
this.
stale.
No, not because it's getting stale, but I'm
Shark-
pretty sure we're getting
Sharknado.
close to 3 hours.
We're
and
talking about Sharknado.
About someone's kid talking about Sharknado.
fucking bear friend society.
Fuck these bears, man.
Wait. Shh. I want you to say that exact same way. I wanted to use it for something. Okay, 1, 2.
Fuck these bears.
All right, cool. Thank you. No, yeah, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Please use that for something.
I'm gonna put a sick beat over it. I'm gonna use that for the hook.
Fuck these bears.
Though that totally is gonna make me lose my Bear Friend Society badge because I'm talking against bears.
Out.
I'm gonna get kicked out of my own damn club. But okay, yeah, I
That's
guess.
integrity, though.
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Thanks for
Miranda,
having me.
thank you so much for joining us once again.
Fuck yeah.
Johnny, thank you for these wonderful drinks.
Hey, when did you want to do the shout-outs?
We'll do during the outro music. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Miranda. Good night, goodbye, and good luck. Hey, real quick, want to say a good shout out to all of our local favorite Patreons that we have. We want to say shout out to Alex Votter. Shout out to you. You're really awesome. Who else do we want to shout out to? We want to shout out to our good friend Miranda. You're really awesome. We love you. And we want to do a shout out to Unanimous. Whoever you are, you're the coolest person in the whole world.
Anonymous, unanimous.
Anonymous, unanimous. We love you, and thank you guys for keeping this crazy train going. If you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/convo.
It only takes $1 to get a shout-out.
$5 to join the Mixtape Club.
$4, I think.
$4 for the Mixtape Club, and don't forget 50 cents for a tickle party. We love you guys. Thank you.
Fuck these bears.